sound of my own voice.
You get used to it.
You know what? Honestly, I wasn't until like yesterday or Monday I found out that people think I have a radio voice.
Yeah,
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
you do have a good radio voice.
Yeah.
And then someone else told me. And I was like,
So,
'cause I hated the way I sound too.
Yeah. I just have a deep masculine voice.
That's not
really.
true. I wouldn't say that. Why do women always talk shit about themselves?
No, it's just like I know every flaw I have. It's the truth. It's not like I know my good things and my bad things. I can tell the truth about myself.
What's a good thing?
What's a good thing?
Yeah.
I'm kind to people.
Okay.
I take care of people.
You do take care of people.
Yeah. I mean, I can also kill them, but I do
So in
like
high
to take
school,
care
would
of
you
people.
have said that you're kind to people?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say you weren't.
But I'm not a bad person, though.
No,
I'm not
no,
a bad
no,
person.
no,
I'll
no,
always
no,
do
no.
what's right, no matter what.
I wouldn't say you weren't kind. I would just say you were outspoken.
Yeah.
Like if something bothered you, you weren't gonna not just like say something.
Yeah.
If somebody was talking
That
shit,
problem where I
you
had to
weren't gonna.
keep my mouth shut,
Yeah.
which I had to learn after having a daughter, because if I even speak up a little bit, she starts crying. She can't stand when I get into an argument with anybody, so I can't.
Is she not like you at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, that's crazy.
She's so there's this little bitch stealing her string cheese at school.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you keep letting her do that? And she's like, well, no, she don't need it. She'll just take it right off of her thing. And I'm like, she doesn't ask. She just snatches it off. And so I said, fucking take her hand and twist it back. No, I'm like, but
Oh shit.
she has this problem where she won't disobey any rule.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm gonna, I'll tell the
she's
teacher.
a rule follower.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's a good thing.
It's so good, but it's like at the same time, don't let nobody punk you. Like, if somebody came up and hit her, she would just go tell the teacher. I'm like, no, you fucking bust their nose. And she won't do it. She's just like, no, I'm going to go tell the teacher and then I'll tell you, but don't do anything. She doesn't want me to say anything. So I waited after school and talked to the parent. He didn't speak any English, but I said, your fucking kid touches my kid's string cheese one more fucking time. Like,
He didn't speak any English.
He understood.
Oh, okay. I
wasn't leaving until he got the message.
He probably like, this is crazy.
Yeah, he was just like,
What was
okay. They're Indian.
Oh, okay.
And, my daughter was saying, like, well, maybe she's hungry, but she had her own food. So she just wanted to take my kid's shit. And you ask for something. You don't just snatch somebody's shit.
No.
How are you being raised?
No,
So,
I feel it.
yeah.
I mean, that's a testament, though, to you as a parent, though. Like, we have, like, because my kids are the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my kids are so well behaved.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't teach you this.
I know, right?
It's like,
Right.
I don't understand this. Like, I feel like my parents did a better job than I do. I'm like, shit, I was out of pocket some cases.
Oh, no, I do a definite better job than my parents did.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
For sure.
We know.
For sure.
You haven't ran on nobody yet at their school. Well, no, you just did. You just did someone's dad.
Yeah, but
you haven't
I
done no
didn't-
kids yet.
Yeah, like my dad would hit a child, which I guess I would, but it would have to be something really bad.
I always wanted to know that. Okay, so for all the people, by the way, we
Are we on?
Yeah, we started.
Oh my
recording.
God.
No, keep going.
You're fine.
Keep going. But for all the people who are listening, so back in high school, I said some jokes about Monique's sister. By the way, this is Monique.
You put your hand over her mouth. You were behind her and you went
I don't
like
remember
this.
that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I really don't remember that at
Yeah.
all.
That you weren't talking. You were just you said she was saying something and she was sitting down and you were behind her and you went like this, but you were joking. She just
Did I really do that?
Yeah.
You saw it with your own eyes?
Yeah.
What a jackass.
But she didn't think it was funny.
I don't remember that shit.
You
Yeah.
deserve that then. I, didn't
I
know
just
that
remember
either.
I just remember us like we would always tease each other.
Yeah.
And then
But we would tease each other. My sister's not like that.
right. Well, we would, but then I would with your sister, and like she was saying something about me, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go in." And I went in. I said all type of pig noses and shit like that.
Which is fine. You can say whatever you want, but once
No, she
somebody
started
touches
crying.
her,
No, like she started I swear she started crying before I even did any like type of physical.
Well, I wonder
anything.
why you would put your hand over her mouth then
I
if she
don't
was
fucking
crying.
remember that.
Maybe your sister just told your dad that.
No, I saw Pretty do that.
I mean, she said she saw it with her own eyes.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Anyways, for you guys, for those of you who don't know, this is Monique, aka Momo.
Oh God.
Very good friend of ours. Went to high school together. Can you believe that was like, whoa, what year were we freshmen?
That's almost freshman.
Freshman, because we met her
2005?
freshman year.
2006.
06, 07.
Yeah,
that's
because
what
we
it was.
graduated 2010.
No, it wasn't 07 because that was my second year of high school at a different school was 07.
No, 07, 08.
06, 07 is your first year of high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
So 2006, technically, when we met her.
Yeah.
yeah, and we went to this tiny high school.
That had like 80 kids.
60 to 80, maybe.
At that time, I don't think it was 60.
I think it was like more like 50 at that time.
Yeah, I think it was.
In the whole school.
Yeah, because we were the largest class at that time.
Honestly, though, freshman year was the funnest time I've had
Wasn't
in high
it
school.
amazing?
In high
I think
school,
about
it
it all
was,
the
yeah.
time.
It was a good time.
Because think about it, on Fridays, there was like no class at that time. I don't even know what we did on Fridays.
I know that there was 12 seniors. I'll never forget that. It was 12 seniors.
Yeah.
We knew everybody. Everybody knew everything about everyone.
Yep.
Our teachers were cool. It didn't get until the third year when I came back that one teacher was kind of a bitch.
What teacher?
The one who put her finger in my face. She had a big ass. She was really young.
I think that was your freshman year too, Miss Morgan.
Miss Morgan was third year.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
Miss Morgan.
She was a history type teacher, right?
Yeah.
She was our
That was
first
her
year.
That
The
was
one where
freshman
Landon
year.
got in a fight with Mondo.
Yeah, that's totally-
But
Freshman
that
year.
wasn't. Oh, I didn't know that happened.
That's freshman
No,
year.
that was freshman year.
Oh yeah.
Because Landon only went there freshman
And
year.
Amanda was your sister's age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our freshman year.
Yeah. Oh, I felt so bad for Mondo.
I did too.
I loved
That's
Landon
why.
because
That's
we
why.
were friends, but I was
That's
not.
why I went. That's why I went off on Landon. I was like, dude, it's like, come on,
Because
you're
he's
six.
this big and Landon
Yeah, I was like
big.
Landon. I was like, bro, like you 6'1", like
Yeah.
and you beating up this little kid. Like, come
Yeah.
on,
I
like.
felt so bad.
Honestly, I felt bad I let that happen because it was right next to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we were all kind of.
No,
I was kind of zoned out though, and then next thing you know, I like see like
The teacher just fucking staring at us.
Mondo
Like,
getting pieced up like twice.
No,
Honestly, I think Landon did hold back in his defense.
Yeah.
No, he
He
could
done
hold back,
worse.
but no, I mean,
He coulda done
we
worse.
talked, and there was mutual respect. I mean,
he said something about gay. I know that.
No. What it was is Mondo wouldn't move out of the seat.
yeah,
No, I thought it started before
Nope.
that at like a recess or a gym where he said something about being gay, and then it happened later in class. Somebody said something. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I think that might have been fabricated, to be
Mondo
honest
would
with you.
never. I don't think would ever do that because he was such a quiet dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
The
I
only
don't
person
think
that would really talk to him, I talked to him a lot.
So did I.
Yeah,
Yeah. He always talked about reggae music.
reggaeton, not reggae. Reggaeton
My
is
bad.
different.
I
Okay.
think I'm putting a lot of memories put together.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
think
all
so,
getting
too.
mashed and shit.
But no, so yeah, I remember like it was something about. I honestly, I think Mondo was having a bad day too that day
Yeah.
Probably.
because he looked like he was irritated, and
Yeah.
then like I think he just was like ready to risk it all because he was irritated.
Yeah.
Like he knew he wasn't gonna
That really sucked.
win or anything, or
Yeah.
he's just standing up for himself.
No,
which
he
kudos
did.
To him.
He did because because he totally put his fists up.
Yeah.
And he was all
Just
it was
un-
goofy,
unfortunately,
yeah,
like
but
uncoordinated. But
that year was fun. Besides that,
Do
memory.
you remember when Whitley brought alcohol and everybody drank besides you two? I think you guys were the only people who didn't drink the alcohol and everybody else did, and we were pretty fucked up when we got in class and we were all giggling and laughing. You guys were sitting there staring at us laughing.
Yes,
Oh,
I
God.
do
You
remember
remember
that.
I do. I do have a question though.
What?
Well, never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
Ask
I'm
it.
not trying to put this person on blast because they're not on the
Put 'em
episode
on
yet.
blast.
Did Curly? Did she have some?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I just use a code name, by the way.
We
Not
talk all the
surprised.
time because she does my hair.
Yeah.
She's
We're gonna
she-
have her on here one time.
yeah. You did have her?
We're going to.
Oh, you're going to.
Yeah.
I've asked her. I've messaged her from time to time.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
does my wife's
Love
hair
her.
every now and again too. Yeah.
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 It was funny. Everyone had the biggest crush on her.
I know. Well, God, can you blame them? She had perfect body. She still does. Wonderful.
I'm not gonna go there. Anyways, what we
You
talking?
can appreciate someone.
I can't.
it.
Not anymore.
You
Everyone's
can't?
ugly now.
You can't say
All you
that
motherfuckers are ugly.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah, everybody has to be ugly.
you free birds can, but I can't.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, I would still.
and plus, like
was,
I don't know. Plus, Kayla was she was always like one of the guys. So it's
Yeah.
like there's
You-
like
yeah, you
I
said that to
I
my
have like a
face.
hard filter. Like if you like a homie, then you can never be anything more than a homie unless I let that guard down. But
Yeah.
like other than that, like it's just everybody look like blobs
Yeah.
to me. So
Yeah.
I get that.
anyways.
Get ready to do some shitting with the boys. Damn, son, where'd you find that Arctic house?
What do we get into first?
Dude, fuck. I mean, how long have we been talking?
Already like 12 minutes.
That's good.
I want to talk about Amber Heard Because that's kind of like the biggest thing going on right now.
I only know a little bit about it. I've kind of been getting little snippets on TikTok every now and
She's
then.
a piece of shit.
You know,
she shit on the bed.
Would you do that?
Shit on a bed? No.
I mean, you would stab a motherfucker up.
That's
yeah.
what
I
It's
would
the
have
same.
got that,
To
but
me,
I
it's
wouldn't
almost
shit on
the
the bed.
equivalent. If you hated someone, you wouldn't shit on the bed.
There's a limit.
feces is that limit?
Feces is that limit.
I mean, you have to be very
That's
comfortable with the
crazy.
person to even shit in front of them on the toilet, like while they're brushing their teeth. So,
Well,
like,
yeah, see, that's different.
take a
Would you do that
dump
with
on the
Jasmine?
bed.
on the like. No.
Would you be taking a shit while she's brushing her teeth?
No,
What? Why? She's
No.
not. She don't. You've never seen her shit.
I wouldn't be brushing my teeth. I
I
wouldn't.
said-
But
be-
like, you wouldn't be in the bathroom doing something.
No, I wouldn't be in the bathroom while she's taking a shit.
Who closes the door when they're in a relationship?
If they're taking a shit, yes, the door has to be closed, and it has nothing to do with the act itself.
She's
It
never
has-
held your penis while you peed.
Wait, you guys are doing that?
I've done it thousands of times. I thought it's cool. You get to aim it.
What's
Wait,
the situation
yeah,
where you did that?
Yeah. I gotta know the backstory behind it. Like, was his arms broken? Like, what the fuck?
No,
is
you're just like, oh, I want to try. And but it's like fun. You get to. I mean, you guys have so much fun with that thing.
I don't. I mean, it's just it sits there. It sits
You know
there.
what? I have not even ever thought about asking a girl to do that.
Nobody out. No, they don't ask me. I ask them.
You asked them.
Yeah.
I think you might be the only
How many
one.
times have you done this?
Think 3.
Same person? Different?
No, different people.
No.
Maybe 2 times with the
And
same
they've
person.
and
one
they've
different-
all have let you. They've all
Yeah, they're like, go ahead.
no.
If I wanted to dress it up in Barbie clothes, I could. I mean, who's gonna say no? You're playing with their penis.
To that? Yeah. I'd say no.
Playing, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like playing, like okay. If someone's playing with my shit, there has to be something that happens after it, right?
God, I got so many questions now.
Yeah,
about
like
things.
you can't just dress it up and then take the clothes off and then like, all right, we're done now. Like, no, playtime's not over, bitch. Like we got work to do now.
Time out. Since you're so comfortable with doing that type of shit,
Yeah.
you
You
ever
wipe
let a
his
guy
ass?
piss on you?
No, what? I'm not
but-
But
crazy.
it happens inadvertently.
No, this would be like when we're both in the bathroom getting ready, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna piss real quick," and be like, "Okay," and I want to do it, and then I'm just aiming it in the toilet, and you just, make little circles. You guys act like you
know
don't.
there's splash ups though, right? You know, like
Because you know why? I think this particular person didn't even aim when he peed. He just kind of,
so it was like a disciplinary thing. It was like, since you're not aiming yourself, let me just go ahead and come in here
No,
and
it
show
wasn't
you how to
even
do
that.
it.
It was just like he just would be, and I'd just be like, "Oh, I want to do it," and then I just did it.
It was just curiosity.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's crazy.
Because you know what? You could feel the pee streaming through. Do you know that?
Yes, you
We
can.
know.
We know that.
Yeah.
Like,
You
whoa.
don't have to tell us. There's a lot of stuff that you don't know about it. Oh my god, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but the fact that you can't shit in front of your girlfriend, I don't know what that says about your relationship.
Have
I mean,
you ever
guys
shit in
aren't
front
that
of you?
close.
Have you ever
I don't
let someone
want
shit
to. I
in
don't
front
want
of
to
you?
Yeah.
smell it. I don't want to smell it.
Because I don't even know if I really, in my relationship, have closed the bathroom door every time because we're just all, like, we don't even think about it. It's just kind of like, oh, you got to go to the bathroom? Okay, I'm fixing my hair. Like, why are you even thinking about it?
That's crazy.
Or like you're in the shower. Okay, well, I got to shit. You think I'm going to wait 30 minutes to, wait for you to get out of the bathroom? But I will say,
You have
I've
a
never
mirror
like,
somewhere else?
I
Wait,
will
wait,
say
wait,
I've
wait.
never like done something about my period or something in front of a guy. Maybe I've never thought
that's
about
natural.
doing that.
That is.
That's like
Oh, that's natural, but not shit.
no shitting. Like okay, being trapped in the same room with someone, having to smell their shit. Like that's not.
But
no.
not every shit smells.
Honestly, I have a problem taking a dump in a public restroom.
Yeah, me too.
It takes a lot for me to even
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
And like I have to really
What
know.
about
No,
pee? I mean,
this
it doesn't have
is
to be shit every time. She can't piss in front of you, or
No, that's fine. That's
you've never peed in front of her.
pee doesn't smell. That's the difference.
So you're just worried about the smell.
not worried. I don't like it.
Okay, then
It's-
spray some of that poopery smell stuff. In the,
Febreze.
I don't have the poop.
they have that little thing now you could spray in the toilet
Yeah, you
and
spray
it
it,
masks
and then it's
your
supposed to
poop
mask
smell.
it first. Well,
That
anyways,
shit don't work.
it kind
Have
of
you
works.
tried
It
it?
depends on the shit.
No, I don't believe it works.
It depends on what you ate before. But
You eat spicy food, that shit's gonna not.
I don't think I've ever smelled up the bathroom with my poop before. I mean, how long? Because it's not sitting there for a long time. It comes out and you wipe and you flush.
Oh, women do it different than men do. 'Cause I'm being that motherfucker for 30 minutes.
Why? It's not coming out?
No, I just be reading articles.
We be doing other shit while we're on the throne.
I take my time. That's my me time.
When we're on the porcelain throne, nothing else matters.
Exactly. I'd be creating memes.
I'd be sitting there for 20 minutes after I'm already done. Just going through TikToks, reading whatever.
All that stuff.
No.
But, okay, so Johnny Depp got done doing his, what was it? Testifying. Do you guys actually think he's going to win?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah. Because she was like more the abuser than he was. And he has the right to defend himself. If she punched him, he should be able to punch that bitch right back.
You know the craziest part too? So like that audio that he played about where she was basically saying like, yeah, I hit you. Go ahead and tell the police. Who's going to believe you? That's not the first time that audio was ever played.
Where else was it played?
It was played right before he got fired from the Fantastic Beasts.
Which is bullshit.
Right? So he got fired from the Fantastic Beasts, and it was before Aquaman, I think, even came out too. So then the petition started for her to get fired, or, fans created a petition, which, first off, petitions don't do shit. Like, they really don't. They're a waste of time. Like, honestly.
For anything.
Yeah, it doesn't work. But
has a petition ever worked for anything, though?
I can't think of any time a petition has worked.
You know what? I can think of one thing.
What?
It was the Justice League movie. Like, that was damn near a petition.
I've never seen it.
I don't know how much
the Snyder Cut.
I'm not even sure how much of that was the petition that got
it was like a Twitter thing, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was just like the company going, how much money can we make?
I have signed petitions before, but I don't think they've done anything.
I usually don't.
Yeah.
I ignore them all, even the good ones.
I
like, this is for animal rights. So like, no.
Yeah, I just can't let the animal ones go.
No, I'm like, it's not gonna work. Animals still dying out here.
But they're not gonna let her. They're talking about whether they're gonna let her do the next Aqua.
Yeah, I've also heard she's only got like 10 minutes of screen time in the second one, so like she's in it, but I think they're gonna just like reshoot. To be honest,
you think she'll ever have another job though? Like, or is she done?
No, I think her career is donezo.
She should have like a conservatorship like Britney did, like someone controlling her shit. Because obviously she's crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
this
is
is kind of controversial that you say that because like everyone wants the free Britney thing. Britney Spears, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wants her to be like, freed.
But Britney's not crazy.
I'm just saying.
Britney's not shitting in the bed crazy. This bitch is crazy. Like she like.
I mean, to some people, shitting in front of someone else is normal. So.
Not on the bed. You can't shit on someone's bed and think that's okay.
While they piss. I mean, that's next level. That's crazy.
I'm surprised no one's done that.
Take a poll.
You'd be surprised.
I know we're definitely we have to create a poll.
Take a poll, put it on IG. Let me know how that goes. Yeah, because now I'm curious.
I'll get back to you.
It's like you don't talk to your homegirls and ask them like, yeah, like bitch, I was on his penis the other day. I was going to piss. You ever do that too? Like, and they go, yeah.
They
thought it was
me and my friends don't talk a lot anymore. So
that happens when you have kids.
When we have girl talk, we talk about other things now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring that up in the next girl talk.
But I will.
I'm curious.
Yeah, just random thought. You hold his dick.
And I bet you they say, yeah. Some, a lot of my friends will say that their man even shaves their cooch. I mean, people, when they're in your relationship, you're kind of just, you're just all like family. So it's not.
That's normal. Because that's, there's hard areas to get to.
I'm trying to design that shit like I want it.
Yeah, you get to put your initials on it and everything.
So he could do all that, but she can't touch his penis while he pees.
I didn't say she can't.
I'm just saying.
I'm just like, your guys is like.
If it's the act of me excreting, right? Like this.
I'm not wiping your ass after you shit.
What's the difference? I don't see the difference.
That's a difference.
I don't see the difference.
Although I would if you didn't have any hands.
Shit, might as well.
He
doesn't have enough hands to hold his own dick, but that's fucking nuts. I can't get past that, to be honest with you. I'm struggling with it because I've dated a lot and I've dated some nasty girls.
But you don't do it if you're just dating someone. I mean, you're in a relationship with them, so it's like
there is a difference between dating and being in a relationship.
Okay.
So
I've been in a lot of relationships. I would say I've ventured to guess I've probably been in 12 relationships. Whether
I haven't even been in 12. Oh my God, what's going on with you?
He's a whore.
No,
Was
no,
a whore.
No. I dated for experience.
Yeah, I mean, I date people, but I don't become in a relationship with them.
Oh, I got into relationships, but like it was like, for example, I had a relationship with someone who we went to high school with.
Yeah.
Twice.
That white girl?
No. Twice for a total of 2 days, meaning we dated one day both times.
Why? You guys got in a fight?
No, she just asked me to be her boyfriend. I said yeah. It's like,
and then what happened the next day?
She said, I think I might cheat on you. And I said, okay, cool. Well, that's it. That's done.
Who says that?
She did that twice. Both times. Both times she asked me out. And both times she said, hey, I think, something bad might happen. Okay, cool. We'll go. And that's the way I looked at relationships like in high school. Like I didn't look at them as that serious until I had like 2 at the end that were actually somewhat serious. And then it was like, okay. No, I understand, but
I mean, I respect the honesty, but only if like you were if you were like with somebody for a long time, and then they're like, I'm kind of tempted, or something. Maybe we should take a break. I don't know, something like that. But you're with them for one day, and they already want to cheat on you.
See, I don't think that works. To be like okay, if I was in a relationship for a long time, and my partner was like, hey, let's take a break because I want to smash other people.
I don't think they'd word it like that, though. But I see what you're saying.
They're not going to word it like that. It's like, well, shit. Like, if the person is, like, going to say okay to that, they might as well just stay in a relationship and just have an open relationship.
Or break up and not speak to them again. Because if you want to go fuck other people, if you're not okay with me anyway.
You know what? I feel like that's the way in 2022, that's how shit is happening.
Oh, I know.
Open relationships?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I'm tempted. Okay.
It's a lot more common now than it was, like, in any years past, I think.
The relationships now are just awful. You can't even.
Yeah, I mean,
can't date anybody
is there even such thing as relationships?
No, it's
honest,
difficult. To
Tinder,
be honest.
Bumble, all that shit. Like, I blame social media and dating apps.
And that's the only way to really get to know people anymore. Like, start to try to be in a relationship or the dating apps.
I don't just blame those. I blame porn too.
Porn?
Yeah, I think.
Why?
Because I think like
I don't watch porn.
Yeah, and do you want open relationships?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't believe that.
There you go.
What, that I don't watch porn?
Yeah. That is. I feel like anyone who says that is just.
I mean, you hold people's penises.
No, I've seen porn maybe once or twice, but I would never sit there and enjoy watching that. I get kind of creeped out if I'm sitting next to somebody and they're having sex on the movie that we're watching. So I couldn't just sit there and watch porn.
I'm learning a lot about Monique right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't shoot them, but you stab them.
Yeah.
She won't watch porn, but she'll hold the motherfucker's dick while he's pissing.
That's crazy. But let me finish. So okay. The reason why I think porn has an effect is because I think like when you see certain images in porn, it kind of puts like certain fantasies in your head. And inadvertently it does, right? So like when you see a dude getting his dick sucked by 3 other bitches, like might give you a fantasy like, hey, I wonder what that feels like, right? So then now it's like
guys. It's a guy thing then.
I don't think it's just a guy thing. I don't think it's just a guy thing. I think it's
there's
also
lots of girls that think like that too.
Yeah, because like I mean, I also think when women may watch porn and they see, BBC, and then they look at their boyfriend and they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
12.
I think I want this instead of this, but I love him. So hey, can I fuck this but still be with you? And then they say yeah to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how my mind makes sense of it.
No, I get that, but I don't think it necessarily has to do with porn. I think it's like.
I don't think that's the only reason.
You could say that about. I mean, if you wanted a man with a big penis, and you have to settle for a small penis or something like that. But it's just all about what he's doing with it, not,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Because I have only had one penis in my life, and it seems to get the job done.
For you, it could be a tight vagina or a loose one.
Pause. Why did you say facts after that?
Because it's the truth.
I said it seems that mine get the job done. You said facts.
I was agreeing with the fact in my point of view.
Okay. Oh, that was a possible moment.
Bro, are we gonna? You don't want to bring up possible moments because I got one for your ass that you said like 2 weeks ago.
All right, we're not busting people
on
out.
camera. You know, this was on camera. He busted himself out. They was playing this game, right? And he was. I forgot they were talking. No, they were talking about what was it? I was gonna say polygamy, platonic relationships.
Yeah.
And with his co-host Megan, he was like, "I can't ask you to stretch me out, but I can ask Roger to stretch me out." And I'm like, "What?" Like, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right, but I get it.
Exactly. Like, why would I? No.
He had his mind in the gutter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of the time, it is in the gutter. But
that's true.
So
you get to
what
have
can you
them.
say? But no, I was agreeing from my standard, as in my shit gets the job done. That's what I was talking about, not you. You give a fuck about what you do.
I don't know. You just said it too quickly for my comfort. You just like, I was like, my shit gets a job done. Facts. I was like, oh shit, that's good.
I didn't say it like that. I mean, I thought I made it like say facts. Like, okay.
I was like, that energy is.
There was no energy.
Got a suspect there.
All right, sure.
Okay. Moving on. So, the game tweeted something.
I know. I was just reading that. I'm like, what did the game tweet?
So what
the game.
So he tweeted, parents killed, and this is actually, I think we can speak to this a lot too because we have kids, but parents kill their kids' dreams more than anybody. True or false?
I think it depends on if you have one of those parents who are like, they want you to only go to college or something like that, and then they don't want you to be like an artist or something. But I don't see what, like, besides that kind of scenario, I don't see how that would be true.
I mean, from my own experience, like even with my parents, and I do get it where they were coming from. So I wanted to be a professional basketball player, right? That was like my first dream as a kid. Instead of them going, okay, well, let me show you what it takes to become a professional basketball player. This is what people are doing, and let me help you get there. They went, hey, do you know how hard it is to become a professional basketball player? Do you know how many people make it into the NBA each year? Mm-hmm. Do you know how good you actually have to be? Like, it was like they were putting it in my head that I would never be good enough to ever make it into the league. Which
I could kind of understand that though. Like, they're kind of giving you the reality of it. Like, every single guy right now thinks that they're gonna make it in music, and it's just not gonna happen. Every time I try to date a dude, they're like doing music, and
guy's a rapper.
They're a rapper, and they have these CDs. They want you to listen to their song. You're not gonna be famous, dude. Stop doing it. That's how I feel. I feel like
someone got a type.
Do it. No. I will stop talking to them. Like, once you like do it as like something fun to do, like an extracurricular activity, not you're gonna make it one day as a no, you're not.
Yeah, like you're putting
like you
all your
sound
lifeblood
saying you're
into
all
this.
horrible. Quit. We don't want to listen to your music. No girl ever wants to listen to the music that you're creating. It's always gonna sound like shit, or we just don't care to listen to it.
Wow.
I hate it so much.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, so I could see
not
like a parent
not all
being
the dudes that have ever dated you are like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, which one of us?
Have you said any of this to them?
Sometimes.
Some of
I
them.
believe it. Yeah.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, because sometimes
Have you
they're
listened
really
to any of
passionate
their
and I
music?
feel bad. Huh?
Have you listened to any of their music?
Yeah, I would listen to one song for each person.
And then
what if it's not even their best song?
It could be a good song, but that's not the point. You think you're gonna be famous off this song? It's just not. You're not.
They can technically make money,
So stop
even if
spending
it's like
your entire day and life doing this. Do something that get a career. Like, you have kids, take care of your kids the right way. Do something smart, responsible. Don't just do music all day.
I definitely think you should invest in yourself if you have a passion for something. Now,
yeah, but on the side, not like as your main thing.
I mean, like for example, even with the podcast, right? Like, I still have a job. Roger still has a job.
Right.
Bills are still getting paid. And
so imagine if you were only doing this.
Right. No, that would be one thing, unless it was making money and we were actually doing it. But
which is the technical goal.
I do think that if you have a dream, you should invest in yourself. For example, like I said, with this podcast, we've put money. Like, this shit didn't just pop up for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like for most musicians, rappers, wherever you want, how you want to title yourself, that's usually their biggest issue.
Yeah.
Going to the studio and paying for studio time is that's easy. That's not even like the hard work.
Yeah.
But actually advertising your music, actually paying for real producers and not your homeboy who can't really even produce a beat, like actually getting the stuff out there.
They all sound
Do you
the
know how
same.
much E40 charges for a feature? Like $5,000. That's, I don't know, bro. Like you could DoorDash for like a year and save $5,000
Yeah.
and get E40 on your track, and that will do something rather than just know. But yeah,
I don't know. I feel like you have to be realistic with your kid, but still at the same time.
So how do you be realistic without killing their dreams? Though
I know. So it's like, I don't know. I think it just depends on what their dream is, and then I think maybe you could kind of try to do something on the side. I guess like if my kid wanted to act, I would maybe
pay lessons.
I wasn't even gonna say lessons. I was just gonna say maybe if they had any opening things, like see it, like how she is. Like if she was garbage, couldn't remember anything, couldn't act, couldn't do anything, then I probably wouldn't support it as much because it's like somebody who's trying to sing, but they can't sing. So it's like you shouldn't support your kid being a singer if they can't sing.
But you can get lessons for both of those.
Yeah,
but
can.
lessons doesn't necessarily make you could be in
Well,
lessons
I mean,
for years.
of course,
your voice isn't going to change.
You
No,
can, but to at least support the child's dream, you can at least give them a shot by paying for lessons for like a month or so.
Right.
But
And if they show improvement in that month, maybe they keep
and that's
going.
what I'm saying. You would do that, but you wouldn't move your kid to Hollywood and try to put them in all these things.
no.
You would just do a little thing as a parent to support your child, like
yeah,
that.
I would support their, like, for example, I'll use my daughter like on two different examples. Okay, so my daughter was watching some Disney movie.
Yeah.
And of course, in every Disney movie, there's dancing and singing and shit. And she saw some girls dancing.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to do that. What type of dance is that, Daddy? Like, oh, that's contemporary, right? My daughter's not athletic in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Right? She can't. She has 2 left feet.
Yeah.
She didn't get my dancing.
Yeah.
So
Can you dance good?
I can dance.
Oh, never seen it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Well,
You can dance.
I didn't know you could bust a move.
I can cut a rug up. But I put her in contemporary dance classes, and she didn't really improve within the first 6 months, maybe not even the first 9 months. But then, she did show just a little bit of improvement. But then she came to the realization on her own,
Right.
of, hey.
But I also think it's different from little kids to bigger kids.
Yeah, I think at a certain age, kids are able to.
So what's the age limit that you're just going to decide to kill a kid's dream or a teenager's dream?
I think
if they don't realize it themselves, probably.
But what age is that?
I think there's no age. So Arya, my daughter, her first dream in life was to be a butterfly. Did I ever tell her that she couldn't ever be a butterfly? No, I didn't.
Best damn butterfly ever.
Exactly. But then when she turned a certain age, she realized, wait, humans can't turn into butterflies. Let me pick something else, right?
Right.
And then she wanted to be a dancer. And then now that she's done dancing and she realizes what her skill level is, she still enjoys it. So I still have her in the classes. She wants to get in fashion, which I totally think she can do. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hey, well, let me support you by taking photos. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll get you in a couple catalogs, H&M Kids, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think more parents need to do that instead of just like so focusing on how hard it is to break in there, because kids are smarter than we think.
But I think how you're doing it and how that's how you're supposed to do it. That's how I don't like when all parents do that. I think it was different for you because you wanted to be a basketball player. What could he really do for you to be successful in playing basketball? You were already in basketball leagues.
There we go. I mean,
what kind of training though?
Like individual training, they had a lot of it.
A lot of parents
actually,
are doing
it's
that
more
right
common now.
Yeah,
than
it wasn't
was
very
back
common then for us. I mean,
so
admittedly.
Speaking of basketball, because I had the similar dream younger. I mean, I felt like my parents were supportive for the most part. They've always just said, you just got to work hard and train, which is, what most parents is going to do.
Yeah.
But then, as you guys said, there comes a certain age where you realize, okay, this shit's not happening.
Yeah. But did you realize it for yourself? Or
absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think you end up realizing it.
And it was like my junior year in high school when I realized, okay, well, when I realized I wouldn't make the NBA, it's actually younger. When I realized I probably would never play college ball was like junior year.
Oh, okay. Well, I realized it.
So.
I think I realized it in junior high, actually. I would say the 8th grade.
That's
And
when I
then-
realized I would, not like 7th grade maybe.
Yeah,
is when
I would
realized
say
probably
8th
won't
grade.
be in NBA.
And I was actually not the best person on my basketball team.
But I also
And
think if you had a dream, it wouldn't give a flying fuck what your parents say. You would do it no matter what.
My parents put the doubt in my head for sure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like I'm going to say I want to go as far as say they killed it, right?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like they said it and then all of a sudden that wasn't my dream anymore
Yeah.
and then I was looking for something else. But they definitely put the doubt in my head and then I was looking at things from more of like a pessimistic view.
Yeah.
It was like once I saw a kid that was better than me on my basketball team and I wasn't the best player and that person had natural gifts that I didn't, it was kind of like, oh, I'll never make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
Right? Because they told me you have to be the best in the world. And if this guy is better than me, then I'm not the best in the world.
Yeah.
Now, what my parents should have did was use the opportunity to go, hey, well, he's better than you because he's putting more work. How much training is he
Right.
doing? Who's his who's his
Yeah.
parents?
Yeah.
You
Are
know,
they working
like-
all day? Are they doing
Yeah.
extra things after school? Yeah.
So I think that's what the game was probably getting at. Was I think parents need to channel instead of channeling their doubts, and putting it on their kids and trying to be realistic all the time. There's a
Yeah.
different way of being realistic.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah,
like,
for
hey,
sure.
you just got to have resources. You can't
Yeah.
get good at soccer if you ain't fucking kick the ball.
Yeah.
So there's some truth and some false
Yeah.
into this,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I mean, it's one sentence. You know what I mean? Like you can't explain
Yeah.
all aspects of it just in one sentence.
I just
So,
thought it was interesting when I saw it.
yeah. I had a question for you too, actually, because so me and my wife were talking about. Well, first off, Happy Mother's Day, because all the people who will be seeing this on YouTube, it will be Mother's Day by that time. What
Yep,
is the
shout
perfect
out to all the
Mother's
moms.
Day look
Gifts?
like?
Oh,
Gifts?
perfect Mother's Day.
Oh, that's what it is. Gifts.
No, it's not a gift.
Okay. What's the perfect Mother's Day? What do you want?
I would say, I don't know. There's a couple different things. I mean, you can take for one, you can clean up the house and then take the kids and not come back for the entire day and leave her by herself and let her do whatever she wants.
That's what my wife said too. She said she wants to be left alone.
Damn.
That means all day. Like, maybe why don't you rent a hotel room and spend the night with your kids in a hotel room? Let her just have the
Let
day
her-
and night.
Why
Wait,
don't
let
they
her
rent a
have the
hotel
house?
room for you though? Like with like a spa,
Yeah, that could work too.
Oh shit!
Just anything without
That
you.
just gave me a really good idea.
I can send you somewhere that someone actually recommended me because I saw they posted it on Snap. I was like, oh, that place
A
looks hella
massage
nice.
is good.
So
You
I'll-
got
I'll
an
send
extra
it-
$100, $200.
It's downtown too.
Yeah. Are you doing that for Mother's Day or what's
What?
going on?
I don't have somebody that can spoil me on Mother's Day. I just have
No,
my
I'm not
daughter.
talking about. Okay, not to spoil it, but like someone taking Naya and
I actually like to spend my Mother's Day with my daughter. So I'm
so then that's the
opposite.
perfect Mother's Day.
But you know
for
what? I think it's different for people who have multiple kids than people who have one kid. Because I don't have the same challenges. I can't relate to people who say, I have to get away from my kids. I can't look at them anymore. I don't have that. I want to see
Yeah.
my kid as much as possible. Like, when she's not with me, I'm missing her. I feel guilty that I'm not even with her. I want her all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have that same kind of, get these kids out of my face. I can't look at them anymore. But that's probably for people who have multiple kids who don't get a second to themselves. So I would say take the kids and run for at least a day.
Yeah.
Or at least do the things that she has to do. Make sure the house is clean before you leave for the day. So that she's not coming home to a messy house anyway. There's no dishes, no laundry, kind of things like that. And I think like the people who bring home flowers and chocolates are stupid.
Okay.
You should bring like flowers
There's a lot of
on
girls
just
that
a
there's a
random
lot of women
day.
that like
That's
that
true.
though.
That's true.
Like when you're coming home from work one day, go pick up $5 flowers and bring it to her just
There ain't no
because.
flowers that are $5 first.
no,
of all.
you can find them
They're
at you
like
can find
one
them at,
rose for $5.
yeah, you can find them at like at 7-Eleven. Like if you go to 7-Eleven, they have like
whack.
real roses
Yeah.
there for $5.
kinda
And I did that before, and she was like suspicious. She was like, "What did you do?" Like,
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing. Like I just
Because it never happens.
Because it's got to be a more common thing.
I
I can
guess.
see that.
So I got to start, and then I'm going to get accused for like the first 3 times, and then after a
Yeah.
while she'll catch
Yeah.
on. Like
Because men really do that. They'll do something nice for you after they fucked up.
that's crazy. They
'Cause
do.
they're
That's
nasty
true. No,
pieces
that's
of
true.
shit.
That's true. Like
Whoa, calm down.
We're not nasty. I mean, you're holding people's dicks and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
So who's the real
That's not
nasty?
I'm
very
not-
nasty.
I'm not
You
holding-
have to hold a dick to whack him off. So that's not. I'm not whacking him off. I'm just letting the piss go through his
don't know
penis.
that.
Might as well.
You're right there.
That would be really hard.
yeah.
It wouldn't work out too. Okay. You really want it.
So what are your Mother's Day plans?
Just
Before
spend
we
the day
get off
with my
topic.
daughter. Probably drop off. Oh, actually, my mom's gift just came in the mail, and I got it sent to her house. I got it with my sister's name, my name, and my brother's name on a necklace for her, so
that's
she could
nice.
wear it all the time. And probably gonna bring my grandma some flowers and just spend the day with my daughter. Do something fun. I usually like if it's my birthday or like Mother's Day. I usually go and buy gifts for her.
Yeah.
Something like that because it makes me happy, but. Yeah, not nothing too big. I wish I had money to go get a massage because I desperately need one. But
Sure. You know, they're not as expensive as you think they are. Especially like you can go on like a Groupon and get them for
but
like.
those Groupon ones are like the kind of hole in the wall
You want a happy
places. They're
ending?
not. Yeah, they're hole in the wall places. Not. So I don't know if I would trust the person behind the door doing that.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I don't want somebody like that touching me.
okay. Well, when we start recording, I can give you a recommendation for one that's not like super expensive, and they're not hole. I mean, they look like a hole in the wall
Yeah.
because they usually get like your typical retail spots,
Yeah.
but they're not because they have like I think a total of 15 over California, Northern
Oh, cool.
California. So I'll give you a recommendation. I'm not going to shout them out until they pay.
Yeah.
What are you doing for your?
For Mother's Day,
Yeah.
we're barbecuing. So I'm probably.
Are you
haven't-
barbecuing or your family?
I'm barbecuing.
What you barbecuing?
I want to stay away from red meat
Why?
because I got to lower my cholesterol.
Yeah.
But I really want to barbecue red meat, so it's kind of hard.
Well, you can have it one
you-
day,
What you
right?
do? Chicken and something?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like getting like those really large, like those really
Like
large.
do one red meat so you can have a little bit and then
quads. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna smoke them. So, because if I do anything, I'm gonna smoke it. It's gonna be like super moist.
Put the
Moist.
time in.
Moist.
That word moist always reminds me of that movie. What's that movie called? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It reminds me of a show.
Is it a show? What am I thinking of?
I don't know. I'm thinking of How I Met Your Mother, where
Oh,
Neil
yeah.
Patrick Harris.
No, I'm
puts
thinking
on-
of
Whoa.
the movie with Zac Efron and the other dude and their brothers, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. You see that?
Oh yeah.
Funniest fucking movie.
That was
I
really
haven't
good.
seen that
Moist.
movie actually.
Aubrey Plaza was in it with Anna Kendrick. Yeah,
That's a funny.
That was a
fucking movie.
really good.
You
movie.
really got to see
Really?
that.
Yeah, I was actually.
Never seen it.
I went to see it. I was just by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for somebody to get out of school, and I was picking them up. They actually went to school in a whole nother city, so I had to pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Fuck, I got 2 hours to burn. Let me go see a movie real quick." You know what I mean? And went to see it, and it was actually really good.
So, but you literally laugh from the moment it starts to the end.
Yeah, I didn't realize Zac Efron was that funny. Damn, I don't want to forget the.
What's an Andy something? Is it Andy something?
I don't know. I can't forget.
It's the chubby guy from
I know who you're talking about,
yeah.
but I don't know
He's
his
not
name.
that chubby. I need to stop saying
No,
that.
you
He
ever
used to
seen?
be, though, but
he
I know
was
who you're
in. Sorry to bother you.
He's in a lot of stuff.
He's in a lot of stuff. He's a funny comedian. He's
Yeah,
super.
I really
funny.
like him.
Yeah, he killed it in that role. But speaking of comedians, Dave Chappelle.
I love Dave
You
Chappelle.
hear about that? He got attacked on stage.
Attacked?
Yeah,
Yes.
someone came up
Why?
and tackled him.
Are you serious? Is it because of the fucking Will Smith thing?
No,
Well, see, okay, no,
it wasn't
but-
because of that, but
but I did want to talk about that. Right, so Dave Chappelle.
by the way, it's
Yeah.
Adam Devine.
Adam Devine.
Yeah.
Yep. So Dave Chappelle got tackled on stage. Mike Tyson had a gun pulled on him on stage at a comedy show.
Is it because of what they're saying, or what is it from?
Probably. T.I. ran up on somebody who was, on stage talking about him and Tiny's situation. And then there was another, I can't remember, there was another situation on tops. And then, of course, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. So did Will Smith doing that now open up the doors
That's what I'm saying.
to other
so
people?
is that why?
I honestly think so.
Yeah.
I think now, like, people are like, well, shit, if I don't like what the comedian is saying, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to put hands on them.
That's some bullshit. You shouldn't go to a comedy club if you can't take a joke.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I'll admit, at first, when Will Smith did what he did, I was like, hell yeah, Will. And then after a while, I was like, thinking about it, I was like, Like he shouldn't have did that.
Watching the video of him hitting him, it like hurt my soul. Like you didn't get bothered by watching that. Like it was so. It was just I couldn't believe that. I was just I didn't agree.
I just started
with him for
laughing
one
at
bit
all the memes
because Jada is just the worst person on earth. So like all she does is talk about shit about Will, how he can't satisfy your bed, how he's never gonna be a man. He's just all she does is talk shit about him. So like you're protecting who? And then she goes out and said, and she was laughing, and then she goes out and says, I never wanted him to do that. Like
Jada just needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she's horrible.
Can we cancel Jada?
Yeah, and I don't think that was really about her. I think it was just he had a lot of pent up something, and he needed to.
To be honest, I agree. I think Will might be going through something mentally.
For sure. I mean,
well, he already has talked about once.
That's
he
true.
Almost committed suicide.
That's true. That's
so,
true.
I mean, that's definite.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Will Smith.
Yeah,
I do.
Me too.
I do.
I still blame Jada for him slapping.
Yeah, so do I.
Chris Rock. I still thought the memes were funny though.
Of course, it was her fault.
I still laugh at all the memes to this day.
I'm tired of them, to be honest with you.
I don't think any of them are funny. Because I feel so bad for Chris Rock.
I feel so bad for both of them. I feel bad for Chris Rock,
for
mostly for Chris Rock because it happened to him, right?
And nobody helped him. Nobody said anything to him. He's just standing up there.
They talked,
nobody had his back.
Everyone came up to Will afterwards, but I do feel bad for Will Smith, and it's not just because of the fact that like all the negativity that's come from it. Because I feel like honestly, there's been worse things that have happened.
Yeah,
and everyone is coming down on Will in a way that they've never come down on other people.
But I agree with what Jim Carrey said, how like he would have sued him because that's something that's going to be there forever. It's on the internet. It's never going to go away. It's going to be there forever. Everybody's going to see it. You're like, it's just so
no.
I agree. It's never gonna. It's always gonna be there.
Chris Rock can honestly take this and run with it. He's just
actually he did. You know what happened?
I also did. See that
when after the slap happened, all of Chris Rock's tours sold out.
Yeah, they sold out. Yeah,
all of them.
That wasn't his doing. That was just what happened.
But like, if I'm Chris Rock, like, what are you suing him for? I'm going to sue you.
I'm talking about like joking about it though. Like he could honestly,
he could sue other people, but he can't sue Will Smith. I mean, because like. There's no charge. You can't sue him for for damages.
The charge is aggravated assault.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about?
That's not a charge that you go to the court for. That's a charge that you tell the police officers, and then the police officers have to
and the police officers did ask if he wanted to press charges,
and he said no. Right, so now he can't sue.
But he could if he wanted to still sue for assault if he changed his mind.
He can probably sue for some type of emotional damage too.
I don't know if maybe emotional damage, but I don't know if he could now sue for assault if he's decided to not press charges.
I think anybody allowed to change their mind.
I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer.
Me neither.
And again, don't take legal advice from me. I might get you fucked up.
I don't just see why you wouldn't be able to do that. Because in the heat of the moment, you could be like, yeah, I want to press charges, and then later on be like, no, never mind. I'm over it.
That happens. But I think like...
So why would it be the other way around?
Versa? Yeah.
Why would it be like verse?
Vice versa.
So it's, I feel like it would kind of fall under the same principles of you cannot be tried for the same thing twice. Right?
No, because you're not being charged with it. So it's not.
Right. But if they asked you if you want to charge them, to me, that seems like the first trial.
But that's like, different because like being tried is like you're actually in court.
Right.
Something like that isn't.
You have a jury and everything.
I'm gonna totally look.
Let's look. Yeah, look, we got to look into it now because I'm curious as well.
No, I'm dead curious.
I don't think you're right at all.
I don't think I am
not
either.
Even a little bit.
I don't think. I mean, maybe a little bit.
I'd be very surprised if that was true.
You would be.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna come at you. I'm like, look.
Yeah.
I told you I was right.
Yeah.
I was right. But no, I think. Well, first of all, do you guys think that this changes comedy forever? Like,
I hope it doesn't, because I love comedy.
No.
I think you could joke about
especially
anything.
with what happened with the dude that Dave Chappelle ran up on.
Yeah,
that boy got fucked up.
Yeah, he got the. Oh my god,
hey,
he got
I would never run up on Dave Chappelle.
I wonder what he said.
He tackled him.
No, what did he say for
Dave
that
Chappelle?
to even happen?
I don't know, but hey, I mean, I showed you the picture.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dave Chappelle, that dude.
Well, it wasn't Dave Chappelle. It was the security.
Dave Chappelle is protected.
Yeah, the goons got him. But honestly, I think it will change comedy for the audience. I don't think it will change comedy for the comedians.
That's the dude.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
we'll put it on the screen when I edit. But I think it will change comedy for the audience. I think there will be more safety precautions now for comedians because there has to be. You know, like you got to protect those guys because they're up there, you know, performing their art.
Yeah.
I honestly think that comedians overall should be more protected, not just even like on a physical level, but on a professional level. Because personally, I'm tired of like all the slander that comedians get for telling jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like even like with Dave Chappelle's last special, they crucified. I mean, they tried to cancel that man for jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I love the way
because people are taking things way too seriously. You get butthurt about anything nowadays.
Yeah. And like my whole beef right now with comedy is like because everyone gets butthurt with someone like comedy is not like comedy anymore. Like there's a lot of stand-ups where I'm watching where it's guys going up there and they're just storytelling.
Yeah.
Like they're talking about their lives. It's almost like a vocal journal. Yeah. And then they throw in a couple of jokes here and
Kevin
there.
Kevin Hart does that a lot.
Yeah, and after a while it's like it's not funny. It's like I want to hear jokes.
Yeah.
Like I want to like have my gut fucking feel like it's about to spill out. Like this shit is not it's not funny to me.
That's why Dave Chappelle's the GOAT.
That's why Dave Chappelle's the GOAT.
I love him.
You know what I think too? I think this dude just did it to try to like get clout. To be honest, I don't think maybe Dave Chappelle said something because if you look at the guy, what's he gonna get offended by?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a little bit to the story. You're 100% right. He did it to get clout. He purchased this ticket a while ago. He also has a song. This guy's a rapper, by the way. Okay,
he's your type.
Okay, this guy also has a song called Dave Chappelle. He has a song called Dave Chappelle. Right? Check this out. He references in the song this event before the event. So this song came out before the event, before this even happened.
I'm kind of glad
and then this
happened.
Out
now.
No, this was a plot. Like this was a marketing tactic. I promise you.
Yeah.
He's
gonna fail.
It's a marketing tactic. This guy's already on Instagram. I promise you, on Instagram talking about look what they did to me.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And one more thing about the Will Smith thing. Okay. It's like they sat in the front row. When you're at a comedy club, the people who sit in the front are the people who get jokes told about them. So don't sit in the fucking front row right in front of the person who's about to tell the jokes.
That's honestly why I would sit in the front row.
Yeah. You want to be talked shit about.
Hell yeah. I want to interact.
Except if you're at the 85 South show because they talk about everyone. You be in the back. They come at you.
And then one more thing. What's her name? Amy Schumer was making jokes the same day, a little bit earlier, about how she was, fucking that dude about her entanglement. Like, why wouldn't he get upset about that and, jump off the roof?
August Alsina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to hit a woman.
But you could be upset. You could say, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." You could say something, but he's just sitting there laughing.
Was she saying it before the Chris Rock thing?
You didn't.
I did not watch the Oscars. No, because it was just one of the Oscar jokes. She just said.
Yeah, it was before the Chris Rock thing.
Yeah, it was before the Chris. They said
maybe he was irritated then.
No,
just the Chris Rock
because he was laughing.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden he looks at Jada, and then now he's up. And
you know what? Jada made the same face about the entanglement joke that Amy Schumer said. The same thing she did with Chris Rock. So
he just got tired of hearing Jada's mouth, so he's like, "Fine, I'll go do something about it."
I'd like to talk about this. What are the things men find unattractive about women? Is it their long eyelashes?
No, we don't. Really
I hear that a lot with men.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They don't like the long eyelashes.
Fake
the fake
eyelashes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So what I think it is, and some men, yes, some men no. Men don't like fake shit.
Yeah.
It's not just the fake eyelashes. It's like the fake shit. It's like, for example, do you agree? Do you like women with big lips?
It depends on how it looks, honestly.
Fake lips.
No. Hold on. I'm saying big lips.
It depends on how they look.
Okay. Let's say a woman has big lips that you find attractive. Now, what if you found out they were fake? Would that kind of change like your perception of it?
No.
Not even? Okay. For me, just a little bit.
It just depends on how they look. Like if they look fake, that shit's weird.
And I think that's what it is to turn off.
They look
when it starts looking unnatural.
Then no, that's no issue, even if they're fake.
That's a good point. I mean, I do feel like to an extent it wouldn't make me unattractive.
To answer your question, me personally, no. the fake eyelashes thing. No, I don't see why that would bother people like that.
Okay. I just don't like things
I
that look
personally
fake.
can't stand looking at girls with their fucking eyelashes this long. I think
It's
it
like I
looks
said,
stupid.
there's a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like if it is that big, that
Yeah.
you think that looks good,
Yeah.
but I mean, for the most part, I mean, if they look normal and natural, why not? Sure.
Yeah.
Do the fuck you want.
Yeah. If it looks fake, I don't like it.
It could be the hair, the wigs.
That
If
doesn't
it
bother me
looks
either.
fake. Because if a wig looks fake, it doesn't actually look
Can you
good.
tell
Period.
a fake ass from a real ass?
Yes, you can.
I'm
tell.
curious to see if men can.
I can.
I mean, I can obviously.
Well, I'm a
but
black man, so I
Yeah.
can tell when. just.
Yeah.
It counts for something. I can tell when it's a good wig and
Yeah.
it's not a good wig.
Yeah.
Same thing with your tracks. I can tell when the tracks were done by your girl down the street or the
Yeah.
tracks were done by Sonya at the store.
Yeah.
I know. And I just don't want to know. That's
Yeah.
like what it
Yeah.
comes down to is like I don't want to know that it's fake. Like if it is like if I was single and I was talking to a woman that had fake assets and I never knew, it wouldn't even bother me.
Yeah.
But like once I can start to tell, it just starts as like, I don't know. Like it's just that level of like authenticity that
Yeah.
starts to feel like something is missing. Like
Yeah.
did something hurt you?
Yeah.
You know, like were you
Did something hurt you?
got-
No, it's like
You
What?
got daddy
okay,
issues?
for example, okay, so Nicki Minaj went on. She had an interview. I think it was either with Joe Budden or it was Drink. I don't know, but she had an interview where she was talking about. Oh, it was Joe Budden, where she was talking about her fake ass, and she said the whole reason why she got it was because everybody in Young Money was making fun of her about having a flat butt, and all the women that they kept bringing around were girls with big asses, right? Those are the women that they were paying attention to. They kept making jokes about her, so she felt like fuck. If I
But
want
she
to
didn't
be
just get a fake ass. She got fake ass, fake tits, fake hips, fake everything.
right,
When she got with what's his name? What's his name? Lil
Meek
Wayne or
Mill?
whatever.
Meek Mill?
When he was making her.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Young
Young
so
Money.
she changed her
Okay.
entire.
Yeah, she changed her whole
Look.
entire look because she was feeling very self-conscious about her appearance because of the people who she was around. Plus, she's trying to break into industry that wasn't taking her serious because of her looks as well.
Yeah.
So I do think like okay, not every girl. I think some women do it for themselves.
Yeah.
They want to have a bigger ass, so they get BBL. So I'm cool with that, as long as I can't tell. Like, cause once I can tell, everyone can tell. And I just don't look good. You know what I mean? Like if you got tiny little legs and then you got it's just not. It just don't look right. Because I wouldn't want that. Like there's plastic surgeries for men out there where you can get your biceps. You can put fake biceps in, right?
Yep.
So if I'm like this
That
little
shit's
scrawny,
Fake calves.
yeah, like if I'm like this little scrawny dude, but then I got these fucking balloons of biceps, like that don't look good. Like let's just keep it a buck. It don't look good. If it looks fake, it don't look good.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think just do whatever makes you happy.
Roger.
Honestly, like this shit is
Is that your phone?
Yeah.
not concern me. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like,
I was
why
like,
do I hear
where's that
like
music
Disney
coming from?
music or some shit?
That's why it's bad.
What about you though? Vice versa,
Like if a man was fake or something.
or just in general?
I
Other than
actually,
them being rappers, I guess.
Yeah. They can't be a rapper.
I'm more of like real all the way. Like if you're shaving your chest hair, I find that unattractive. And a lot of women love when men shave their chest hair and want that fake like silky chest on a man. I don't. Like I want you to look natural and be who you are. And if you have that, then that's, what you look like. It's actually more attractive when you just be your natural self, in my eyes. I would much rather pick the guy who looks like a dad than pick the guy who is at the gym every day and is fucking trying to be whatever they are trying to be. Fucking
Healthy.
No, not healthy. No, they're not trying to be healthy. They're trying to be like bodybuilder lookalikes. And it's very unattractive for me.
Okay. I mean, I think every girl's different.
And they did there's this guy who did a study on his little TikTok thing where he was going up asking girls, would you rather have a man who looks like this? And it was a big buff dude from his fucking toes to his head. He was buffed, ripped all the way.
Buff
And then
from his toes.
it was like a normal dude who was
Yeah.
like had a dad bod, and they were like, which one would you prefer? And a lot of them picked the dad bod.
Can I be
that's-
honest?
Yeah, I think that's
I think they're
false.
just trying to save face.
I think that's too.
I think I mean there's definitely girls that are, you know, like you. I would
Yeah.
say that do prefer that, but for something that's like on that they know is gonna be posted on social media,
Well, yeah.
they're
A
not
lot of
trying to
social
like
media shit's
they're
fake,
not
yeah.
trying to like say, oh, I want the guy with the six pack. They're
Yeah.
gonna say dad bod because average Joes look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But in reality, what they want is the six pack and
Mm.
stuff.
exactly
Not
because
me.
like that's what they
Actually,
end up.
if you're too muscular, I won't talk to you. I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the consensus is most girls want a guy who's fit.
Yep.
And I have heard before from a lot of girls, and I've also seen the proof in the pudding when it comes to like guys at a certain size, like when they're at a certain fitness level, it's like okay, it is too much. But I think most women would rather have the guy who's in healthy shape versus
Yeah.
the guy who's out of shape. Most girls.
But I also don't think has to do with shape or, in shape or out of shape. It's just you're living your every day-to-day life normal, and you're as healthy as a regular person, but you're not the person who spends 5 hours in the gym every day. Spending 5 hours in the gym every day is not necessarily healthy.
I think I believe in science. So
What's
I think
science telling you that people with
No.
abs is
So-
more healthier than the other?
So what most people actually end up going for, and it's kind of like something in our subconscious, like we don't really think about it. It's just kind of innate. You know, when we look at partners, we usually are going for the genes that we want our children to have, and that's how we date typically. Is we date with okay, if I'm going to procreate, do I want my child to have these features that this man has? No.
But the dad bod guy can look like that if he wanted to look like that. That doesn't mean that you know what I'm saying? That doesn't really make
That does because
unless he was obese.
yeah, obesity is
Obese
genetic.
is not a dad bod.
I'm
You're
confused
not
about what a
fat
dad bod
and
is.
saggy. You're
What's a dad
just
bod?
You got
not-
a dad bod.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
have a dad bod. It's not.
My BMI considers me obese.
Well,
I'm
okay,
200.
you-
I'm
Do not be
250
technical with
pounds.
me, okay.
don't no.
I'm talking about a regular dude who doesn't have a six pack.
I don't.
No, that's
Right.
why I said you
That's-
have a dad bod.
So people who don't have a six pack, that doesn't mean they're 300 pounds. It doesn't mean they're overweight. It just means they don't have a six pack.
Dude,
No, but okay,
you
what-
can honestly. How tall are you? You're 6
I'm
foot.
6'1".
You're 6'1". Okay, so whatever you just said, if you're not like probably 125,
Then
or
you're
something,
overweight.
then you're
Then you're underweight.
no anything like 125 and up, they're gonna consider you obese.
No.
Right.
So BMI says that at 190, then I'm considered at a healthy weight. So from 190 to 180, I'm in a healthy weight. But if I go below
I was
180,
saying like doctors have said that shit too.
If I
like,
go-
at one point,
okay. If I go under 180, I'm unhealthy. If
Right.
I,
So
if I
you're
go,
saying that if a woman got with you right now, she would think that her future children or whatever is going to be obese
She
because in
wouldn't-
6 months you can get to having a six pack. And what about that?
she wouldn't think it. That's why I said it's not something that we do subconsciously. Like a lot of things that attract us for a reason, whether we know it or not. It's something that we were either taught, it was something that we've seen, or it's something that we prefer without even realizing it's a preference, right? Like if you were raised around, I'll even throw race out there, right? If you were raised around black women, and that's what you've seen most of the time, black women, you're gonna find black women attractive over any other nationality, right? But if you were raised in a more diverse pool, then you have larger preferences. You're not only going to see one thing. You're going to go, okay, I see white women, I see Mexican women, I see black women. They're all beautiful. It's not that person just choosing it. It's like they don't even know that they're choosing it unless they're vocalizing it, and now they've really like honed in on that thing. But we're attracted to things for certain reasons. Like think of it like this, okay? Why are we attracted to asses? I mean, the thing that we shit out of. Why are we, like, if you really think about it, why is it something that we're attracted to? Why is it something that we get, like, our hormones start really racing
Thought
when
it had
someone
to
has.
do when you're like having sex and it's
I
just
was gonna say because I like the way it looks when it jiggles.
yeah.
Because women with bigger butts typically have larger hips. Women with larger hips are typically more fertile. And as men,
That's not what I'm thinking of.
I know
me neither.
exactly. Once again, it's not something that you're inherently thinking about. It's how we're designed as human beings, how we're genetically made. We see a woman with larger hips and we're attracted to them because of their figure, right? But on a deeper level, it is because they're the most available and they're most ready to have children. That's just what it is.
So it's a subconscious. So
Yeah.
it's a subconscious thing.
Yeah, it's a very subconscious thing.
I guess, but I mean, I don't know how many like
I don't
regular people.
subconsciously think that way. Sorry, I don't fit that.
You just don't know.
Yeah, not
You're
everybody
You're
fits
not
in.
woke
I
yet.
think about a lot of things and I just don't.
Not everybody
know.
fits. Not everybody fits into it. But what makes science is when you have a large majority and you can point to it, and it typically is true.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. I mean, guys like
Like
big
if
butts.
I was to date a
like-
fat guy, I wouldn't think my kids are gonna grow up and be fat. Like I just wouldn't think like that because that's not true at all.
No, you wouldn't. But inadvertently, and this has actually happened in my relationship, right? So when me and my wife got together, put our business out there, but when we got together, I was a lot thinner, and our activity was more active. Okay, but as I've gotten bigger, the activity has gotten less. Now I've actually been in a gym. I'm not exactly skinny, but because I'm producing muscle mass, I'm creating a certain level of security. Activity has started to go up again, right? So I'm not saying that you wouldn't date someone because now you're thinking like, oh, I don't want my children to look like that. But someone's appearance could affect how stimulated you are around them, and that's
Yeah.
something that's something
if you're
that's
attracted to them or not. Yeah.
exactly, and that's once again that's that science. That's that thing that you're not thinking about. That's that reason why. That's the reason why you're not having sex with someone who's, who doesn't fit what's most attractive to us as people. So, yeah, let's hop off that boat, man. We
But
got
to
me
go
going.
back to the question on what's a dad bod, you have a dad bod.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not
But I am-
fat, but you're not skinny. There's a fine line in between.
Hey,
Me, fat, obese, no dad bod. You, dad bod.
I pick my clothes right. I'm pretty.
But no, you have a dad bod.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I want to talk about this.
What?
Okay, I'm not sure if you heard it.
What?
So, DJ Envy's wife.
Who's DJ Envy?
You never watched The Breakfast Club?
What's the Breakfast Club?
Oh my God, you got
I
to
thought
get
that
this.
was the book.
No,
Breakfast Club.
It is a book too,
It's
but
a
it's
book.
also
It's a movie.
it's a
but
TV
there's
show
also
in New York.
It's a radio show.
Radio show. my
Yeah,
bad.
and it's a radio show that's been around for many, many years. Okay.
What channel is it on?
It's 10.
Who doesn't fucking matter?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Honestly,
But anyways,
Yeah.
anyways, let me get to the context of it. Okay, so I'm not even going to put the name out there. Then, okay, a wife
Okay.
came out with a book,
Okay.
and she's a wife of a very famous guy.
Okay.
Okay, in her book, she talked about their sex life, their marital issues, all that stuff, and then on tour of promoting the book, she talked about how in their sex life, she faked an orgasm for 10 years of being married.
It's pretty fucked up that you would say that out loud to other people.
I'm actually happy to hear you say that.
I'm not
Honestly,
saying
though,
that we don't do that.
after
I'm saying you
watching-
shouldn't say that out loud.
a bit of the YouTube story.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's that fucked up
I didn't find it
at all.
I didn't find it fucked up. What I really wanted to talk about, so everyone was making fun of DJ Envy about it, right? Like they were clowning him because, like, oh, your
can't
wife is
satisfy your
not,
wife, blah,
yeah,
blah.
like blah blah. Like first off, no one's batting at 100. Let's be honest. Like no one is pleasing their partner every
Yeah.
single time that they have any type of sexual encounter, right? Two, sex is different for everybody,
And it
right?
could be her fault. Why didn't she open her stupid fat mouth
No,
and say
that's
something?
that's my point. It's 100% her fault. for
you
not
could say
being
something
polite.
while you're having sex. I want you to do this. I want you to do that.
It's
You
that
could-
easy.
But
Yeah.
so she's talking about the first 10 years of their relationship. And
Yeah.
he even said when I was watching it today, because I just watched it today.
Yeah.
They were young when they started even dating. They were 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
Their first 10 years of their relationship, you don't know what the fuck you're doing on either side. That's why I don't think, honestly.
But she's wrong to put it out there. Why is it everybody's business what's going on in between your legs or your husband's legs? Or
It's a biography about her life.
Yeah.
But
I think there. I mean, to agree with Mo, I think there's a
line. Like something should be private. You should have some respect for yourself to not put certain stuff out there like that, especially if it's going to embarrass your husband.
Like she could have said the same
it's like
thing.
she's going out there saying my husband's dick is small.
She could have said the same thing, but said it in a different way.
Yeah.
Right. For example, like for the first 10 years of us being together, I didn't know how to communicate about what I wanted in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't say, hey,
Yeah.
my husband wasn't actually hitting the spot
Yeah.
for 10 years
Yeah,
straight.
for sure.
Like she didn't put the ownership on her. And that's the part I didn't like about it, because it put him in a position to where now it's so it's polarizing, because he's DJ Envy and he's easy to be constantly used as a target, because he's always being the butt of the joke often. But yeah, I think when it comes to sex, you just got to talk. And I feel like a lot of women, at least even in my experience, like women feel like insecure about telling men what they want in the bedroom. Like they feel like men have to know. Could you speak to that just a little bit?
Like if whether or not I tell men what I like.
Yeah, like have you felt insecure or uncomfortable about going, hey, I don't like that, to a guy?
Yeah. I think like when you're first talking to somebody and you're having sex, I think it's like you don't want to tell your secrets all at once, like all up front. Like,
what do you mean?
you kind of want him to be able to see if he could figure it out for himself, like what what is going to please you.
You see why I don't think this is a big deal now? Because like even like you just kind of said it, like.
But I think that's a big deal. I think that's a problem.
You think it's a problem that we want him to? We want to see if he can
So,
please
Yeah,
us
I do think that's a problem.
without telling him.
Which has me leading. Why is it fucked up that she's just admitted it? Like if this happened years ago.
I think it's a.
I feel like that because like I don't know. I don't.
Like
I don't
I mean,
know.
you kind of just said it. Like you don't feel comfortable telling
You did.
your guy what he doesn't know, but
No, I will. But I'm saying when
just-
you're first talking to somebody, like you want to see if he could do anything.
Okay,
if
give
he
it
has his own.
give it a timeline.
Because it's also like
that's what I want.
I don't want to say, oh, I like this, I like that, I like that, and then he doing that every time we have sex. It's like that's all he does
You can
is
give him,
everything
like,
I
at
like. I
least
kind of want to see
one hint.
how he is himself and see like what he does naturally without trying to only please me the entire time.
Okay,
if that
but
makes sense.
so here's the issue with that too. So what if you guys did it that one time, right? You weren't interested at all. Like, he didn't do anything right. You decide that you don't want to speak to this guy anymore because of that.
Because
So
That's huge.
that's fucked
and
up.
it's happened a lot of
It
times.
happens a lot to a lot of guys. That's why I'm trying to like.
Because you can tell if somebody is capable or if someone's not capable.
I don't think that's true.
It's
No, I
damn sure the truth. And I can give you a specific scenario of what happens.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey,
I am not.
let's go.
I am not.
Give us a story.
Don't give no names if you don't
Yeah,
want
you
to.
don't have to
but-
give a name.
I don't even remember his name, to be honest.
shit.
Oh, that's how bad it was, huh?
That's crazy.
It's just like you could tell if somebody if you're like connected or if you're not connected, to be honest.
Then why would what? So what? Okay, what led you to even first starting talking to him then?
like you could talk to somebody and you guys have similarities and you have a great conversation and like you want to get to know each other. He's cute, whatever, and then you're in the room and it's kind of like he's doing everything wrong, like everything that you don't like.
Then that's why it's important for you to tell him, though, right?
But
He
then
doesn't
it would
know
kind of
that
be
after
fake,
the first
right?
time.
No,
Like, wouldn't you
No.
feel like it's fake because he's only doing that
No.
because you want? I don't
No,
know.
no,
Like,
It shows that he's putting in effort to try to please you.
Yeah, like if I was like, hey, like, I need you to look up at me while you're doing that. That
yeah,
Like, that's not
yeah,
fake.
But
That's not like that. Like it doesn't. It makes it better for the both of us because
right. What I'm saying is, you can say that, but you have to also be your own person doing whatever you're doing. You have to be able to like do something on your own though. And then you could say little things like, oh, I like this, I like that. But I'm not going to give you a list of what I like so you can 10 things so you could do that every time, because then it's kind of like, to me, it's just kind of fake. It's like, I don't know.
How is it fake?
The
It's
reason
just
why
someone trying to put in effort.
The reason why I push back
not,
against it is this, okay? Sex is different for everybody, right? Like what works on one person may not work for another, right? So like I may had, let's say that person that you were talking about, right, was in a previous relationship, and all the stuff that he was doing on you,
which is what happens.
Yeah, all the stuff
They're
that he was
used
doing
to
on
doing
you,
what that person likes to the next person,
right? And that's why I think it's so important, because everybody's experiences are different. Everybody's bodies, especially female, like the female body is very different. And then even like emotions are different, right? So like they may have been in a place where they were super comfortable with each other and sex was easier to come by, but for you guys it's fresh and it's different and it's not comfortable and there's a lot of learning. I think there has to be conversation involved, especially to get, for both parties to get what they want. Because like as men,
but you can tell if there's a connection. You've never had sex with a woman and there was just no, you guys, it was just, you weren't connected. You weren't vibing. You weren't.
I think what you're talking about is that like I have felt when I've been with a woman when we weren't connecting was when there was an effort. I think that's what you're thinking of is effort.
Because I could say I like my ass being smacked, but you could smack it 8 different ways differently. So I could say that and you could do it every time, but it doesn't mean you're going to do it right. Because we're not connected, you're not doing it. You're not.
No, okay. See that part I get, right? Like, but like I'm saying, if you at least give the person the opportunity to correct themselves, and they can still miss. You can go, hey, I need you to flick the beat, and they still don't, they don't hit it right.
And they have to go.
Why do the hand motion? they
have to go.
They still don't. Exactly. Like that's someone who's not capable.
Unless we're like, I don't know. Because I was going to say, like, if we were in a relationship, but if we were in a relationship, you'd have to get, but that's what I'm saying. You have to be kind of okay at first to make it to where I'm like, okay, then we have the conversations of what we like, what we don't like, and what's going on. But you have to be kind of okay first. You can't be like a negative zero in the bed. And then I'm like, okay, well, I like this. You're not going to do it right. Even if I tell you, you're not going to do it right.
That's a lot of pressure.
That is. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of pressure as a man.
No, because for real.
Not only do you have to take the woman on the date and get it right on the date, you have to take her on a series of dates. Usually for the typical girl, you have to take her on at least 3 dates before you can even get into the bedroom.
So all you want is the bedroom, because otherwise
that's not what he's saying.
What I'm saying
wouldn't it be hard though?
What I'm saying is I may really like the girl.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying. Date 3 comes. She invites me in the house. Something happens sexually, and all of a sudden, now she's no longer wanting to talk to me because
what you did in the room.
Because of what I did in the room, but I had no clue what I did in the room wasn't right because she wasn't telling me, and not only was she not telling me, she did what. And here's the biggest kicker I have with what she said. The issue is that she faked an orgasm.
Yeah, we do that.
Which means that he was misled. He was like led to believe that he actually did the right thing.
But then it's like, we would really hurt your feeling if we weren't feeling good and we just laid there and you knew we weren't feeling good.
I would rather someone hurt my feelings and me learn.
You would not want us just laying there. Like
I would, because I like.
Well, if someone's just laying there, I'm just gonna think it's you.
Because that's kind of how I feel sometimes. But then I won't let you know that I'm just like.
I would, because I see, once again, sex is different for everybody, and like I'm not trying to I feel like a lot of guys say this, but truthfully, the only way that I can get off is if I know the other person's being pleasured. If the other person is not being pleasured, then it kind of it makes me feel gross. It makes me feel like I'm like throwing myself onto their bodies.
Yeah.
I don't want someone faking it because I want to actually know if I got them off. And I
feel like I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So
okay. Well, I think most guys rather their feelings hurt so that way they can learn. Because
what if they don't learn and you're
then they don't learn.
So like every time you have sex, it's miserable.
Yeah, because I mean, this is no. Then you just don't. You end the relationship if that's what you decide that you want to do.
So then now he's feeling like, God, I can't perform. But just because I don't like what you're doing doesn't mean the next person's not going to like it.
Yeah, but now he's like, damn, why didn't that relationship work? We went on 3 dates. The dates were awesome. I took her in the bedroom, and she was screaming her fucking braids out. Why is she
And you know what?
ghosting
That
me?
works kind of both ways too. That's the same way with women too. We don't know why we went on dates with you and you don't call us back. It's like the same thing. You guys don't say, well, you fucking had shit in your teeth the whole time, or you burped and I didn't like it. I don't like that in a woman. You don't tell us. You just don't text us back.
And that shit is fucked up. It is. I've ghosted.
Because you don't want to hurt her feelings. So you just rather not say anything. Just like we would rather not say anything and just let it go.
You
Partly.
have a fair point.
Partly. Yeah.
You have a fair point.
Yeah, I'm not going to discount that. Because when I think back to it, anytime I've ghosted a girl,
You don't want to hurt her feelings.
it wasn't mostly.
not why
It
I
wasn't
ghosted
mostly because it wasn't mostly about that. I mean, I could think of maybe 2 examples of where it was like I didn't want to hurt the person's feelings because they were a really good person. But I think for me at least, it was most of the time. Anytime I ghosted somebody, it was usually because there was more than one person.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I'm not trying to hurt this person's feelings. It was more like I forgot to text you because I was up late texting Michelle.
Yeah.
You know, like that type of shit. It was just fuckboy shit. But
Which would be horrible to hear.
that would be even worse to hear than to say I don't like you. Just to say
That's what I'm saying.
To be honest,
So, like,
I have ghosted a girl just because I didn't feel a connection. But
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't say that. It's just like, and this is gonna sound like a major dick of me. I just didn't care how she felt, honestly.
Yeah.
So I mean,
damn, that scared me.
so I mean,
Shots
I didn't,
fired.
it's like it's not even like me caring about hurting her feelings. It's just me just not caring at all. Which it sounds really bad of me, but it's like it is what it is, you know. I still think though, like if a guy's like, you know, putting in time, unless like the guy's just trying to like, you know, hit on the first date.
Yeah.
Because that's why a lot of like, for me specifically, if I feel a connection with the girl, I don't want to have sex with her on the first date.
Yeah.
I don't. I'd rather get to know her as a person.
Yeah.
Get to know like, you know, if we vibe, first of all, if I can hold a conversation with her. And then, you know, get there when it gets there.
That's another thing. People can't hold conversations at all nowadays.
Honestly, I'm so like out of the game. I can't even hold a conversation anymore. So it's like I'm dull as fuck.
it's basically this, you know. But like,
Yeah, but I mean, with like a random girl that I'm just meeting, I definitely can't. Like, it's just awkward.
I think that
And you know what the problem is? Sometimes, like if somebody says, "Oh, how are you?" or "What are you doing today?" and you answer them, don't answer them and just say, "Oh, I'm at work." You say, "I'm at work. What are you doing? How is your day?" You don't just end it like that. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, I think part of the issue though is the person asking the questions, because like, and maybe this like maybe I view it differently because I come from a sales background, right? It's the art of communication. I'm not going to ask you a closed-ended question, meaning a question that you can answer in just 3 words or less, right?
What if people find a way to do that though?
Like
'Cause
how
that shit's annoying.
Like how's your day? Good. Like that's a closed-ended question. Tell me about your day.
How's your day?
They
What did you do?
Then that means they don't know how to communicate if they would only put good in a period.
No, I agree, but I'm saying I think it's both parties. I think if you got to one, and this is just my advice to anyone listening, you got to ask open-ended questions.
Yeah.
And then 2, the person answering, if you're interested in the person, give descriptive answers. If
Yeah.
you're not interested in the person, tell them you're not interested.
Yeah.
Stop wasting people's time.
Yeah.
Because that shit, like, you know, there's like I've been the guy before where I was talking to somebody and I only talked to one person at a time. I've been that guy. Like we're like even if we're not dating, we're just talking, right? We're getting to know each other. I only talk to one person at a time. Mm-hmm. So like if we're texting back and forth, and even if you're giving me the short answers, I still think like, all right, maybe something's wrong, but we're still talking. Mm-hmm. So now all these other people who I could have had, you know, conversations with or went on dates with, or, you know, I'm passing them up because I still think me and you got something. A month passes by, you in a whole new relationship. I didn't even fucking know.
Yeah.
You know, like just tell people.
Every girl has at least like 5 people on their roster.
I'm telling you.
I have to only talk to one person at a time because I have a horrible memory. So like that second guy I was talking to said that thing that I thought the first guy said, and I'm like, wait, weren't you the person who said? And it fucks me up every time, so I can't.
That's crazy.
It's horrible.
That would suck.
Yeah.
But-
Like, wait, you're not the person who has 2 kids? Oh, okay.
Oh, so you not? Oh, he's not Big Dick Ricky.
It's hard to remember what both of each person are saying.
I mean,
Oh,
I
shit.
guess.
Can't do it.
That's crazy.
I give props to men who could talk to like 8 women at once. How do you remember
No.
what all
It's
of
not
them
just
do?
men. It's not just
It's
men.
not just
and
men.
8 women. That's extreme.
I know, I'm just saying.
That's extreme.
It's I mean, just it's men and women.
I think at the
Yeah.
most I could ever talk to was 2, to be honest. Because, like, first off, dating is expensive. I don't have the budget to talk to 3 different women and date.
I'm only taking them on a date if I actually,
Like them.
yeah.
Yeah,
I can talk to someone like,
But
I can
I'm
talk-
only- but
I
I'm
can
only
talk to, like
talking
3
to
to
some-
4. But
I'm only talking to somebody who I like.
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to know them first before I even decide if I'm going to take them on a date.
Yeah. What some people like to take you on a date, like right off the bat to see if you vibe in person, which
Then we're
I
not
like
doing
because
anything expensive.
I'd rather see if we vibe in person than on text, because text
Yeah.
can be, you can misread a text 8 different ways.
No, I like that too because, like,
We can go
you
to the
can-
park and hang out. That's
Yeah,
free.
exactly.
I feel like if you build a really good relationship with someone via text, like if you've invested too much time via text to build that relationship, I feel like it makes it harder sometimes to, like, get things going when
Yeah.
you're in person.
Yeah, it does.
Because, like, that energy is different in text, right?
Yeah.
Like the responses are wittier, the responses are quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get in person and you say something funny that you know that
Yeah.
in the same way you would have said in text, and they're like, oh,
Or because it's the first time you're meeting them, you're like shy, you don't know what to say, but you weren't shy in the text. So
yeah,
it's way
exactly.
different.
Send voice messages.
I don't do voice messages.
I know you
I
don't,
did that
I'm
with
just
the guy
saying.
in London. We used to do voice messages back and FaceTime a lot. But
In
even
London?
FaceTiming,
Damn,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
you international now.
yeah.
Do he rap
We still
too?
talk all
Do
the
he,
time.
do,
No.
do he rap with the British accent?
God, no.
How'd you meet him?
Can't. He was a friend of a friend.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
so
dated
it's-
for a little over a year. I went to London and everything.
No,
You didn't know that?
dope.
No, you
When
don't
was
talk
it?
to nobody.
Yeah, but you didn't see like my London trip on Instagram or whatever.
You know what? I think I might have seen this, but I don't remember.
Yeah, we still talk all the time.
Oh shit,
That's dope.
that's pretty cool.
How was London?
It was wonderful. It was like the best time of my life. I
Is that where the
love it
Eiffel
there.
Tower is?
No,
No, that's
the
New
Eiffel
York.
Tower is.
No, that's
Did you-
Paris. I said New York. That's Paris. Isn't it Paris?
Yes, it's Paris. I'm just tripping
Sorry.
off the New York part.
You know what?
As
Because
long
when
as
he
you didn't
said
say-
Eiffel Tower, I thought of the Statue of Liberty.
As long as you didn't say Vegas. No, that's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, if you'd have said
Like,
Vegas.
like,
Oh, I don't like
Yeah.
Vegas. I wouldn't go to Vegas.
That shut it. We went to Vegas on
Vegas
our
is
anniversary. I don't like
If you're
Vegas.
doing the right thing.
I don't like
I
Vegas.
don't like Vegas. We went to Vegas for our honeymoon, but that wasn't the only place we went to. We went to L.A. so we can go to Disneyland, and then we went to Vegas, and then we went to Grand Canyon.
I think it depends on the people you go with.
I don't know if that would
Maybe
have
if
made
you're
a.
single. But
Well,
I'm single.
I
and
mean,
I don't
like
know.
it.
If,
So-
I honestly don't know if
well-
that would have made a difference because we had a blast together, like to being together. But it was the city itself that was just like,
Vegas isn't something you do as a couple, though. I
Yeah,
think
it's not.
personally, it's something you do as a group.
Yeah.
Because I went to Vegas with family,
Yeah.
like for one of my cousin's birthday. My uncle paid for our hotel. It was a great hotel. And for most of the time, we just chilled at the pool. You know, let the kids swim. Me and my sister got our drinks paid for. It was hella fun.
Yeah.
Like, what I don't like about Vegas, I don't like the strip. That shit's boring and lame. It's hot as fuck. Like, I don't know why people find walking up and down the fucking strip fun.
and it's fucking crowded as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a people
There's
person. I won't
fucking-
go to the Bay Area because there's too many people.
I deal with great social anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like that shit either.
Yeah.
But that's why I said it just depends on what you're doing and where and who you're with.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, I'm not gonna go fucking walk the strip when I go to Vegas. I'll go chill at the pool and just drink all day.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a group thing though. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just do it like as a couple.
I mean, I don't know.
New York, you can do as a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know.
London, you can do as a couple.
I don't know
Paris,
if the
you
things.
can do as a couple.
I don't know if the things that happen in Vegas are just for me though. That's the part. Like I'm like, like strip clubs. No. No.
I went to a
Oh, I
couple
don't
male
go to strip clubs either.
I went to a couple of male strip clubs.
Oh yeah.
Did you have fun?
Actually, they weren't really clubs. They were just like a place where men went around and their little thing. They're putting their
Good
penis in
little
your
thing.
face, slapping you with their penis.
I've been to one strip club.
Did you hold theirs? Did you hold theirs when they pissed?
No,
Do
because
do
they
let
wrap
you?
their
Do they let you
penis.
touch?
Yeah, but they wrap their penis in like a big long thing
You
so
see
it
the
can
double
flop.
standard though?
Have you ever been in Saw?
No.
It's like a big.
The elephant trunk.
She hasn't ever been, though. What the fuck?
Well, like, have you seen like the male outfit of like a male stripper, like the outfits that they wear?
She's asking if you seen Magic Mike.
No, I've never seen Magic Mike.
Actually,
just
don't know if
joking.
I've seen Magic Mike, but I don't know if they have the same outfits as like the
I
ones.
don't either. I was just
okay.
fucking
Oh.
joking.
I've been to one. I've been to one strip club, and I
Did
learned
they
my
let you
lesson.
touch?
More than that.
More than that?
So no. Well, okay. They let me, but I didn't do it. So basically, what happened was I was going.
I thought they'd kick you out.
I know.
No,
I don't
bro-
think you're allowed to touch strippers.
So I was
My
in.
cousin was a stripper, and some guy cummed on her back, and the security threw her out.
Whoa.
See, that's next level.
She was,
That's
she was
different.
crying. It was pretty bad.
Wait, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now I gotta hear that story later. But anyways,
Why did she allow this to happen?
Yeah.
How did she not know?
She was giving them a lap dance, and he's fucking next thing you know, jizz is on her back. The security guards threw his ass out.
That's
She was
wild.
crying. It was awful.
Was it a
was
private dance or?
I don't know.
well, okay. So I went to the strip club in Seattle
so
with my
many
cousin,
questions.
and I didn't want to go, but he was like, "It's my birthday. We gotta go." I was like, "Fuck it, whatever." Birth. And he was like, "Just say no." He's like, "If they ask you to dance, or if they ask you if you want a private dance, or blah blah, just keep saying no." He's like, keep $20 of ones in your hand at all times. He's like, "Don't throw them. Just be selective about when you throw them. Like throw one every now and again just to keep them active." I was like, "All right, cool." Well, we get in there, we sit down. You know, there's one girl dancing in front of us. I'm like, "All right, cool, it's whatever." But I can't watch her because every couple minutes there's another girl coming over to me asking me if she wants to dance or if I want her to dance. I'm like, all right, no, I'm good. Like he told me to say no, so I'm gonna say
Yeah.
no, right? So I keep saying no. Like 7 girls tried. Then all of a sudden, this girl sits next to me, and she goes, "Hey, you guys are dressed really nice. Where are you guys coming from?" We were wearing suits, by the way. I was like, "Oh, we just out here celebrating his birthday." She was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Are you from Seattle?" Like she starts making conversation with me, and then we get wrapped up in like this deep ass conversation. And she's like, "I can't really hear in here. Do you want to go in the back and talk?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool." So we go in the back room.
You know she just wants your money.
I didn't know this. So anyways, we go on.
Dumb.
Yeah, so I'm like, "Fuck it, cool." Like I'm in this strip club thinking I'm just having a good conversation.
Yeah, you think
Right.
she's gonna be your girlfriend. Not gonna happen.
Not even that. I'm just thinking I'm having I'm all about conversations. Like if I can steal a good conversation here and there, like I'll do it. So we go in the back room and we're still talking. And then like while we're talking, she's dancing. And she's like grabbing my hands and shit and making me touch her in places. I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever, we talking and I'm groping and shit. Like I don't give a fuck. Like, it is what it is. Then all of a sudden she goes, "For $30 more, I'll suck your dick." And my thoughts were, for 30 more? What money did I just spend?
Yeah.
And she goes, "It's $5 a dance." I'm like, or $5 a song. I'm like, "How many songs have played?" She goes, 8. I'm like, you're out of
See?
your fucking
See
mind.
what she did to you? What
Yeah,
a bitch.
played me. Played
Power
me.
of pussy.
So it wasn't even the pussy. It was the power of conversation, dog. I was just having a good
Quit
conversation.
talking to people, pretty.
I know.
Damn. They just want your money.
It's so crazy. By the way, Monique calls me pretty. So when she's saying that.
Sometimes I forget your real name, to be honest.
Really? That's,
There's a lot of people in high school that I don't even know their real name. I just know what I call them.
oh, okay. Well, you called Landon, Whitney.
Actually, Landon's name is Larry.
But you just called him. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm just Roger.
I know. The only person, there was only a few people that had nicknames for you.
Good.
Yeah. Kayla in the office, and that was about it. One more question, and then we'll let
I
you.
mean, I have plenty more questions, but I mean, first of all, well, I've never been to a strip club, just saying that, but I want to go back to her cousin getting jizzed on because
Oh yeah, no.
What?
Two more
I want to
questions.
know how they
two
do
more
not,
questions.
How,
We gotta
how
hear
do
that
they
story.
not notice that?
What do you mean?
Wait, so
If it's not in a private setting,
Like if
how,
he's whacking off?
yes, exactly. I feel like that's something that
Maybe
someone
he
would
has
notice.
like his hand in his pants or something, and then he pulls it out when he's about to
Last
finish.
second?
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
again,
Because she's
if
facing
she's
that
giving
way.
him a,
She's not facing towards
but
him. Her ass
she's
is towards
giving
him.
him a lap dance. So like, I would think that she's just dancing in front of him. Then
She might see this on Facebook. You can comment below.
yes, tag her. I'll ask her.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I know which cousin it is. I've met this cousin.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met her in Old Sac with your sister. Her and your sister were there. But
You know what I found out? I used to work with someone that worked with one of your cousins.
Really?
Yeah. She worked at an auto parts store
Oh, yeah, my cousin used to work there.
at O'Reilly.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I'm actually really good friends with this person.
Hmm.
He said her name. I was like, wait, what was her last name? I was like, I remember seeing that last name on like one of your
it's weird.
posts.
It's like all 8 of us have the same last name, but we're all in different families. Isn't that weird? And it's not even my grandpa's. My mom's dad's last name.
that is kind of strange. Okay. Well, here is the last question,
Yeah,
and then we'll let you get out of here. First off, do you find social media addicting?
Not to me, but to other people. Yeah, I see. I could see
Okay.
it being addictive.
Not for you.
No.
Okay. How much money would it take for you to stay off social media? Period.
Stay off of it.
Yeah.
$10. I don't need to
So-
go on there any day.
That's crazy.
What do I need to go on there for? You know what I only
I
go
don't-
on
I
there
don't need-
for
I don't-
is that friends that you don't see every day, or you get to see what people are doing in their lives. That's all I go on there for.
Well,
See how my friends are
I don't
doing.
need to go on there like every day either. But if someone were to ask me, like Prentice, how much money do you want to stay off social media? I would say $1 million.
No, it doesn't mean that much to me. I could
It doesn't
give a
mean that
fuck.
much to me either. But if someone was offering money, take $1 million.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm the type of person that like I feel guilty from taking money from people. So
You can never be a stripper?
Well, I wouldn't be a stripper.
I'm just saying
At all,
in general,
but-
if you feel bad, you couldn't.
No, not like that. I mean, like if my mom was like, "Here, take $300," I couldn't take it from my mom, type of thing.
I think
You
that's a
wouldn't
little
make
bit different.
You can't make like an OnlyFans selling like something other than your body, something like besides naked photos,
Feet pictures?
feet photos. You want to do that?
I've never taken a picture of my naked body or a naked part of my body ever in my life.
Your feet with the socks off. You've never done that,
No,
really? You should. You might make some good
No.
money on OnlyFans doing it.
I wouldn't do that. That's not what I'm about.
It's free money
No. Free money to degrade yourself.
for feet photos.
Yeah.
Monique, would you date a male who, if they had an OnlyFans?
If would I date a guy who had OnlyFans? No. I just recently started even considering dating a guy who still smokes weed. I wouldn't even talk to a guy if he smoked weed because I don't like it. I've never smoked in my life.
I hear that.
And I'm not a drug person. If you
no,
do
that's true.
drugs, I don't want anything to do
Well,
with it.
especially since I have kids. I wouldn't date anybody who did any drugs or even smoke cigarettes. I like that's not.
Yeah.
That's out of the question. So cool.
Agreed.
Well, we're gonna let you get
For
out of
you
here.
guys, that is.
Well, you
I don't have very high standards, honestly.
you date
As long as we vibe in
You're
like,
gonna date someone who's snorting some shit next to you?
that's true, Raj. You
well,
gotta have those
okay.
standards.
I mean, I said I didn't have high standards. I don't think that's like that's a very, very low
Because
standard.
a lot of people do that.
that's true. A lot of people on the booger.
Don't do it in front of me.
Oh my god.
No, I don't care if you're doing it in front of me or not in front of me. I don't want you at all.
He's
So-
saying- He's
No,
saying he don't
I
wanna
wouldn't
know.
date someone that's going to be like a coke whore, a meth addict. I'm just saying weed's not a big deal to me.
yeah.
Or cigarettes. Just
Have you
don't
ever
smoke them in.
made out with somebody who smokes because their tongue is like
Smokes
sandpaper?
like weed, cigarettes.
Whatever. Smoke is smoke. Just one's stronger than the other.
Not necessarily, because one smells a lot different than the
That's
other.
true.
But it's still gonna do the
cigarettes
same
are
thing.
intolerable.
Cigarette smokes to me is disgusting.
It's intolerable.
See, to me, I'd rather smell cigarette smoke than weed smoke because I don't like the smell of weed.
That's crazy.
Well, they
I
have
know.
different smells.
They do, but cigarette smoke
No,
is like
they all
Yeah,
smell
they
the same.
no. I mean, but I'm just saying they definitely do have different smells.
No, I mean it has the same smell with like a hint of fruit sometimes, or like the same smell with a hint of whatever.
It's still a different
skunk
smell,
or
though.
something. It's the same. Cigarette still smells the same.
Cigarette smoke is disgusting. I'm just
Still
saying.
gonna have.
we
that
got a
when
lot
you get
of
old.
we got a lot of content for
I don't smoke at all. I'm just saying.
For polls and shit. We'll
Anyway,
see.
their tongue is
It
like
doesn't bother
sandpaper.
me. Yeah.
I made out with one person who smoked and
This
never again.
Sandpaper.
Yeah, it was literal sandpaper. Like if you have a cat, you know their
Were
tongue.
they not
is, like,
drinking water?
scratchy. I don't fucking know.
Sounds like they were just dehydrated.
I don't think your tongue gets like that from being dehydrated.
I mean, do you know though for a fact?
Well, I've been dehydrated and I don't think my tongue has ever
Not
felt
like
like
that.
that.
You haven't been that dehydrated then.
Oh man.
I'm talking water for like 7
Also,
days.
really
saying
quick,
that you're...
I don't think there's anything wrong with Pete Davidson getting whatever tattoos he wants.
Even if it's
someone else's kid's
But
name.
when you're in a relationship, those kids become your kids. So.
no,
Not after a month.
Not after a month. So if you start dating someone for a month and you got
No, that would be weird. But
Exactly.
But it's different. Like if you know you're gonna, Kim said, you know, she's not just
Dude,
with him to be with him.
this
She's
I don't
she's
believe
with people
a
who she knows she's gonna
goddamn thing
spend
that Kim
her life with.
Kardashian
So like,
says.
Monique.
if that's like your,
you know what that's called?
What?
The honeymoon phase. Everybody gets in a relationship with someone.
But Pete
and
Davidson's
thinks,
also the dude who get tattoos of anything. So you can't
Exactly.
really like, if it was like, if he was just anybody else,
But
I feel
he's
like
doing
maybe,
it
but
honestly to piss off Kanye West,
No,
and
he's
that's
not.
where I have.
I
I
an
don't
That's
think
issue
he
with
has
it.
anything. I don't think he thinks about Kanye West at all. I think Kanye West just wants.
You know
them
how
to
I
think
know
about
he
him.
thinks about him though? He sent Kanye a text.
I saw the text.
Yeah, and that's fucking
But
saying
that wasn't
I'm with you in
because he
bed
was
with your
thinking about
wife.
him. That's because of what Kanye does to him every fucking day. You made a fucking video.
Don't yell
of
at
his
me,
fucking...
first of all. I'm not the
I'm not
enemy.
yelling. Am I yelling? Oh, I'm sorry. I just meant like that's because of what I mean. You didn't see everything Kanye was doing to both of them.
No, I agree. And Kanye.
So then he,
but
for one time, sent messages to
I
stick
don't
up
think
for
it was one
himself.
time, honestly.
It was one time.
The one time that we
trying
know.
to. He was trying to speak up for
you're a
himself.
Pete Davidson sympathizer. I can see
Yeah,
it.
of
She's
course I
Team
am.
Pete.
No,
I'm Team Pete
honestly,
all the way.
I'm team those kids, and I think that's fucking weird. I understand. Like,
And then somebody said, "Why she was sitting on his lap? Who gives a fuck? You think he's gonna get his fucking dick hard that the kid's sitting on his lap? Like, why is it
See,
a
that's
big
not a
deal?
big-
That's your fucking
that's
dude.
not a big deal at
Why
all,
can't
though.
your dude pick up your kid? Like everybody makes it
I
so
agree.
fucking nasty. Their minds just go in different in all different places. Like I just don't agree.
I
with that
agree
at
with
all.
you on that, but
No.
I just feel like tatting someone's kids that's not your own kids after a short time.
But what if it had nothing to do with the time? What if that was just who
If
your
it was
significant
like
other was, and they accepted your kids and got your kids' names?
Well, if it's a
Which
significant
we don't even know
other-
if he even got the kids' names. People are just speculating because they saw certain initials on his
That's true,
chest.
actually, 'cause
so
I
we don't
try
even
to-
know for sure. That no one's ever. They
That's
didn't come
true.
out and say it.
They kind of look like they could be something else,
Yeah.
honestly. But
that's a good point.
if it was the kid's name, time does matter.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
if this is like they're if they're really gonna be together, which
So it's fine. It's just because has been a couple months.
yeah.
Okay.
If
That's better than you saying, you can't ever get your person's.
No, and that's not what I even said in the first place.
Yeah.
I just said just after a short time, like they've been together. I don't think that's okay.
I think they've been together for 6 months or something.
No,
Yeah.
It's not that.
Since she first got on SNL.
It's not that old.
no,
Like
she's
four,
been
6 months?
they
They've been
started dating,
official
I think since
for,
January.
like-
So 5
Has
months.
it even been
actually.
that long?
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
Jesus fuck, where's time going? I thought it was only like
Yeah,
They haven't been
it's
together
just-
for 3 weeks, you guys. They've been together since they first started talking when she went on his.
I ain't gonna lie, I
did
thought
his
they've
show.
only been together
Well,
for like 2
talking,
months.
but I mean, still 5 months of dating is like I personally wouldn't want my significant other to get my kids tatted on her after only dating for so long. Like,
If it was like a
that's-
year or longer, I think it'd be okay.
especially if the mother is still involved, right? So Kanye is still involved in the kids' lives.
He
It's
always
not-
that's their dad. Why wouldn't they be?
Exactly. Well, I'm saying like some dads are absent, right? So like let's say Kanye was an absent father and Pete has stepped in and he's from day one played this parental role, which he hasn't because he wasn't allowed to. He actually just met the kids 2
Right.
months ago, right? Yeah, then I'd be like, okay, cool. Like, he is now the father role or the father figure somewhat, but he's not even a
Yeah.
little bit, and that's just, I don't know, that's weird. Like, I
So,
wouldn't want someone.
if he even did it.
If he even did it. That'd be weird.
So let's not put
Right now, it'd be
bad
weird.
shame on him because we don't even know.
I like Pete Davidson. I just think he does wild shit sometimes.
I think their relationship's a lot better than Kanye's because Kanye's fucking.
I don't know the relationship.
I don't trust anything Kim Kardashian does.
Personally, I don't
think
trust
it's anything that has anything to do with Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
It's Kim Kardashian.
Well, it's not just
But
Kim
it's not.
Kardashian. It's actually Kris
saw
Jenner.
what he was posting it on his own social media.
Kris Jenner.
He
is
also
a
posted with
mastermind.
Ariana Grande and then like every other girl he dated too.
Yep.
Was that?
No,
have
I'm
to do with anything?
saying he posted his craziness on social media. He was making videos talking about. He was talking crazy shit. Kanye.
Oh, you're talking about Kanye. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah, he
talking about Pete
was.
Davidson.
No,
So
he
you can
was.
see what kind of a person he is and how fucking wacky he is.
But we can say that with almost every male that a Kardashian has dated.
Yeah, because they do the same thing every time.
Lamar Odom.
Every time they break up with someone, the Kardashian family does a great job of painting the picture of them as being fucking
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
They did it to Scott Disick. They've done it
Lamar
to
Odom.
I feel so bad for Scott. I really like
Even
Scott.
Ray J.
yeah, they've done it to every single male who's gone in that
We
family.
don't have sympathy for Ray J.
because
Let's just put that out
think
there.
about it. Even when
Reggie Bush?
Yeah.
even when Travis Scott broke up with
The Jenner. I don't even know which one. Is it Kylie?
Kylie, yes. Even when Travis Scott broke up with Kylie and they were split for apart, there was like negative articles that were coming out about him. You know, saying like he's not as involved as he's making you guys believe he is. Like just they do that shit all the time. Like Kris Jenner is no dummy. She knows how to.
I don't care for Kris
So-
Jenner at all.
They even with Caitlyn
Yeah.
too.
Did you see how do you ever watch the shows like back in the day?
No,
Because she would treat that man like
I refuse
shit.
to like do anything involved with a Kardashian
Yeah,
unless it's watch Kim Kardashian on camera
yeah.
doing something else.
I like Kim, but I don't really care for the rest.
I don't dislike Kim, to be
Because
honest.
I think
with you.
she
I've-
hustles and she does what she needs to do.
I've
and
grown
she's
to
smart.
like Kim.
Does Kim
Because
Kardashian
she's-
work hard?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
she does now.
Okay.
She did not get her fame due to working hard, but with her fame, she's actually done a lot of good
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I hated Kim at the beginning just because
So
I
did
thought she
I.
was just one of those
'Cause
people that were
yeah.
famous for being famous.
Yeah, and taking pictures and,
then-
whatever. But then she
She's
started doing
famous
a
for
lot of things.
technically she's famous for like Ray J.
No,
That's
before-
what she got famous for, but she's not famous for that anymore.
She was-
I think
before
that's how
that, she was-
they became acknowledged because she
Yeah.
was Paris Hilton's.
There we go.
I
She
didn't
was
what's her
even know
name?
that, to be honest.
Yeah, she was famous
Hilton's,
before that.
assistant. So people knew her. That's how they knew her. And then the sex tape with Ray J
was
or
like
whatever.
the icing on the cake.
Yeah, and then but then after that, she started to start growing herself and having connections and whatever, making her name for herself.
Yeah, yeah. So
Who's her?
your
Your
daughter.
kid.
Oh,
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Well, first off, thank you for.
Yeah, thank you
Coming
very much
on
for
the show.
showing up.
you're welcome.
Yeah. Could you ever see yourself come
You're a
back
very
here
hard
and do
person to get a hold of.
that? Yeah.
I know. You know why? I have probably like 20 messages on my Instagram.
Oh, you're one of those type of people. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And
What's the best way to
I
contact
get,
you?
Either text or my Instagram. It's just that like I get these phases of where I don't want to go on my phone. I don't want to talk to anybody, and sometimes like
I
I'll
feel
go
that.
on, see like I'll scroll through, just see what's going on, and then I'll get off, and people will think, "Hey, you're on social media. Let's talk." And I'm like, I'm really not. I just kind of like, and I have 5 minutes at work, and I just kind of look to see what's going on, but I don't want to have a full on conversation. But
Yeah.
I respect that and I feel that.
yeah, so like, but
get in
yeah,
those
I'll
moods
totally
in
come
general.
back if you want to talk some more. So.
No, for sure. You're gonna be back on.
Yeah.
Just whenever we can get a hold of you.
Yeah. yeah.
But what-
Again, as we said, we're grateful that you're here.
Thanks.
It was fun. As we've always thought, you're very entertaining. Honestly, I think I learned a lot more about you today.
Why? Because I held a man's penis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my
Says a
god!
lot about
you gotta
you.
get over that.
I'm over it. I'm just saying I learned a
I'm
lot
over.
about you.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh shit. That's
Go home and see if your girlfriend will hold your penis while
my
you
wife.
His wife, yeah.
Wife, yeah.
Hey, you do
Go
this
ask.
for me?
Yeah, go ask.
If I get slapped,
Why would
You
you
owe
get
me.
slapped? Why would she be upset about that?
because it could be disrespectful. Like, think about it.
How?
Hold my dick while I
No,
piss.
Don't say the
present-
word dick.
Don't say that,
That's
but
another thing.
hold
I'm
my
not
cock.
attracted to guys who say certain shit. If a guy's talking to me and he uses the word pussy or uses the word dick, I won't talk to him anymore.
Wait, how's he supposed to describe it?
Vagina.
You can say penis,
No, I'm talking about pussy.
vagina, or you could say it. You don't have to say
What about-
pussy.
What about cookie?
Wait, he
Yeah,
goes,
anything. I mean, you don't have to say, I want your pussy. If somebody sent me a text that said, I want your pussy, I'm never speaking to him again.
but what if he was like, throw those legs up. Let me eat the pussy.
No, never talk
Throw
to
the
you
legs
again.
up. Let me eat the vagina.
Why do you
Yeah,
have to,
that's
why do you have to
so
say
fucking-
that?
I mean, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
you don't
that's
have
true.
to.
Yeah, and if you feel like you have to say that, then I feel like you need to get the fuck out of my house.
All right. Well, as we've been
Yeah.
trying for the past like 10 minutes. Again, thank you for coming.
Subscribe,
Go ahead,
hit the notification bell. If you're watching this on YouTube, we are trying to get to 50 subscribers so that way we can start going live with this shit.
I didn't know you were on YouTube. I thought it was just on Facebook.
No, we're on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Prime or Amazon Music, Spotify,
Stacker.
a whole bunch of shit. I'm not gonna go in and name them all.
Just type in Arctic House and you can find it. But yeah, no,
It's Arctic House with a K.
With a K.
ARTIK House. And on YouTube, it's Arctic House TV, spelled the same way. ARTIK House TV.
Yep. So check us out. Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. My ears are hot.
Did you enjoy it?
Huh?
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fine.